Bronx, bang, bang, Queen, bang, bang, Staten Island, bang, bang, Manhattan, bang, bang.
Hey, come here. How you doing?
Fine. You a cop?
No. Why, are you?
No. You want a day?
How much?
How much you gotta spend?
It depends on what you do.
I have sex. I give head, half and half. And I do domination.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all? What the hell, you want, a hand job?
I want to fuck you up the ass.
You can stick it up your own, asshole!
I would if I could. Bitch.
Arizona Juggalos podcast with your host, Taco Tetsujin and the Oddfellas.
Hello and welcome everybody to the Arizona Juggalos podcast. I am your host, Taco Tetsujin, and with me as always, DieNasty and Spooky Z of the Oddfellas. Say hello, guys.
What up, y'all?
And our guest host today is named SnoJay. He's a good friend of our engineer. He works with the engineer with Red there on his label. What's the name of the?
C&T Productions.
Don't hurt me for not knowing off the top of my fucking head. I'm really sorry about that.
Punch you.
Yo, if you need a logo for that, you know we got your back, right?
I got one.
Yeah, Poo Boo Productions, we got you. Oh, he wants to do videos, so
we got videos.
We can do videos too.
Poo Boo Productions.
Yep. Let's go ahead and put that right there. All right. And then, yeah, man, what's up, dude? How's it going?
Good. What's going on with you guys?
Going well. Yeah, you get a little closer to the mic, please. Sorry
Rocking
about
out.
Rock out.
Yo.
Rock and roll.
So from the pre-interview, because this is the first time I met you,
Okay.
You've only been in the game for about a year. You like to do conscious hip hop, which is we love actually.
That's
We're
my shit.
Huge fans.
That's
of
my shit.
We're big on Sage Francis, Atmosphere.
Utilize
all
your
that
mind.
shit.
Don't waste it.
Yeah. Big on all that stuff. And only a year, so you're a baby.
Yeah.
So
A little fresh newborn.
I remember my first
haven't
beer.
been corrupted then.
I still got the baby powder on my butt.
Me too.
What made you want to start doing music a year ago?
Just myself, man. I grew up with country though. That's the thing. I love country music.
Mississippi guy.
So I came from Texas, raised out here, but it's just something that really gets me to release anything that I'm thinking.
Sure.
In that fast pace.
Sure.
How
Way.
close to Nashville?
Well, it's Texas, not
Texas.
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Nashville.
You want to say how?
Oh, wait,
you
whoa,
want to say how
whoa,
close to
whoa,
Austin?
that just happened.
You want to say how close to Austin?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on if you have a portal gun or not.
Right?
Yeah, no. You want to with Texas. It's how close to
Hey,
Austin.
I've been to Tennessee before.
Yeah.
I just fucked up the cheat states.
I was born in Memphis,
No,
Tennessee.
he just wanted to know how close to Tennessee he was. Like, fuck, how close were you? Like 2,000 miles, 800 miles?
Well,
how close
let
to
me
Tennessee were
retract
you?
that. What about what we got? What did we hit over there?
We hit San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Okay.
San
They
Antonio.
loved
was
us.
Pretty big on
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Loved the guys.
And where else? So you were close to San Antonio? Is that what you said?
I was actually born in Paris, Texas, but I was raised out here.
Okay.
So this
okay.
is
So
all
no, wait a minute.
Arizona.
Now you're in Paris.
Paris,
now you're
Texas.
fooling me, right?
There's a Paris in every state.
Yeah, I know.
There's a
Paris,
Paris,
Arizona?
Mississippi. Yeah, there's a Paris, Mississippi.
Is
That's
there Paris, Arizona?
fancy. Probably.
That just sounds like really fun to say.
We got Miami, Arizona.
Wait. Just
Yeah.
say Paris, Arizona. Paris, Arizona. Paris, Arizona.
He's got a new
Paris,
mantra.
Arizona.
Dude, I'm
That's
gonna
the new-
meditate on Paris, Arizona. Oh, Paris, Arizona.
So why don't you tell us about a little bit about your inspiration, your music, how you got here from all the way from a year ago.
Texas. I mean, from
I was
Tennessee.
abducted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I was just born as 2 years old and was brought over here by my mom, 6 kids. And we was just all raised here, Tempe. Grew up in Mesa. Been on my own since around 17. So,
Right.
I learned a lot from the streets and from people. tend to steer away from all the negative.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
steer toward the positive.
Which is obviously
You made the
everywhere.
wrong turn, huh?
So sorry.
Hey, you have come to the wrong place.
Yeah, no, we're glad you're here, man. It's neat to just have somebody as new in the game as you.
Yeah.
Is here because
Good to
I
hear.
mean we obviously we want to try as a podcast we want to try to get as big a guest as we can, but at
Yeah,
the
of
same
course.
time,
We want
to
make
me
it,
this
not,
is just as interesting
it's
as
not
a large
the big.
guest.
It's not how big the guest is. It's how interesting it's gonna
Right,
be.
right.
Like I'll sacrifice having a national act that's going to be a bore.
Sure.
For a local actor, a brand new or budding artist that is hungry and is going to make the show interesting.
I think that's what we stand for, though, being
Yeah.
able to bring everybody on, anybody on, as long as they're entertained.
Let me explain to you how green this cat is. He's got 25 tracks.
Yeah.
Not released one of them.
Hey, you got to set up a backlog first.
No,
I
yeah,
understand that.
absolutely. But like, you got. I mean, as long as you're moving
So are we
on
going
it,
to get a
building on it.
debut? Are we going to get a debut on the
You're
podcast?
more than welcome to hear anything I got.
Yeah, man. If you want to put a couple on the podcast as an exclusive, man, you're more than
just
welcome
let Remy
to.
Red know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He'll pull up the program.
Hell yeah, we'll definitely do that. Well, let's ask the boss. Remy, is it okay we play a couple tracks?
Yeah, man, I'm game for that. You guys, it's your show.
Hell yeah, that's
All
what's
right.
up. Right on, man. So, what do you do other than that? What do you do for a living?
I work at a car wash.
You work at a car wash?
Supervisor, yeah.
Hell, supervisor.
Yeah, I
See,
get to yell at
that's
people
that
and-
shit.
So
Get
you
that
know
career
Spanish
going.
then?
Piquito, español.
Enough to go
Yeah.
dominoes.
Money's
Enough
my
to
language,
enough
huh?
to not get shot.
Buff,
Yeah.
Buff that faster.
That's
And,
right.
How do you say buff
Vámonos
that
a la buffet.
I worked at one
That
of my
sounds like me at the buffet.
one of my
Vámonos.
first jobs here when I moved out here about 13 years ago was a car wash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I actually do construction, but I'm finishing school for
Propinas.
welding. So once I
Yeah.
finish my welding, I won't be at the car
That's
wash.
hardcore, man. Welding. My
Hardcore.
dad did that. It's a lot
good
of work.
money.
Yeah, it's definitely good money if you can deal with it.
Yeah.
It takes a special kind of person to be it takes a special kind of person to be a welder. It's
Yeah.
so even more better person to be a great welder
Yeah.
because you can see I bet you wind up being like looking at welds all the time.
No,
going,
no inspecting. I'm just getting my certification.
No, I'm just saying to you in just regular
yeah,
life.
everywhere I
Look at
Everywhere I
seams
go.
and go, fuck.
I've
that
already
seam's
checked all your
fucked
welds in the
up."
building.
My dad had a one-legged welder that was like the shit.
Yeah.
I just we're talking about welding. That's all I can really bring to the conversation.
No, it's that's imperative. I mean, a one-legged welder is pretty
yeah,
amazing.
one-legged- His
Yeah.
name was Tim.
they don't-
We can weld San Antonio and Tennessee. And I would be in the conversation.
So I have a question for our guest. I mean, this is the Arizona Juggalos podcast.
Yep.
What is your opinion on Juggalo music?
Don't listen to it. Actually,
Fair
I've
enough.
heard what we've all heard. The mainstream is ICP. But other than that, I was never growing up, never really into it. It's too hardcore for me. You know,
Gotcha.
too just out
Too
there,
wicked?
man. Too
Yeah.
wicked.
Yeah.
Man, driving me crazy.
It definitely feeds a certain vein.
Yeah.
Next thing
for
you know,
sure.
I find myself in the kitchen holding the knife.
Yeah. Nah.
Babe, turn the song off.
See, where
Turn the song
you
off.
elevated, we de-elevate. We kind of calm down and be like,
Yeah.
Your guys' group
We stood out
perception,
and-
your guys' whole idea on friendship and everything and family is real smart, and I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know, you're taking color away from the equation, and you're just bringing in positive energy.
It's all black and white, face
and you
paint.
just find
Yeah.
Everybody's the same color when you
just
paint
meet
your
in the
face.
Yeah.
in the gray area, huh?
It's definitely something that it's what brought me to the entire game because like I'm older. I don't listen to as much as the music as I do now. As much as when I was like super whoop whoop, you know what I'm saying? Like
Soup
younger,
whoop?
soup whoop. Yeah, as soon as when
All
I
right,
was
we're gonna get shot by blood. We can't say that.
in my
We
in my
got to
big-
call Campbell's.
in my big
Maybe
whoop
some
whoop
whoop whoop
days,
soup.
seriously, in my big whoop whoop days, it was music all the time. I still listen to other stuff, obviously, but like it was a huge helping of psychopathic music, and I can't be that guy anymore. I got older, and like it fed me in a certain way that helped me then that I don't need as much anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm older, but I like to think that a lot of it reason why I still consider myself a Juggalo now is
shaped
because
you.
sentiment.
It's nostalgia. It's nostalgia.
Yeah,
At least you can let
sentiment.
it go. I hate those fuckers that be like, ICP, you still listen? I used to listen to them when I was a kid. I'm like, fuck you saying?
I still.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
but
like,
it's a lot of that's. I like that. That makes sense. It's the nostalgia.
Yeah.
At this point, because like, I mean, I love conscious hip hop. I listen to all kinds of weird shit.
No, absolutely.
But my appreciation of like ICP in particular is very much a nostalgic.
Yeah.
Well, because your idols have turned into your peers.
Yeah.
They turn into your,
When
to your
you're
friends that you
young-
don't actually know, and you high five and you go, hey, how's it
Yeah,
going?
when you're young and angry and think everybody in the world's so fucking fucked up,
Right.
it just feeds you.
Yeah.
Like it ain't nobody's business. But like once you grow up and realize, you know, I'm just as fucked up as everybody else. Everybody's fucked up. We're all swimming through this world like
And I can
up
focus,
to our neck.
I can
you know
focus
what I'm
on that,
saying?
or I can focus on the positive and be that professional silver lining finder.
Right.
That's where that switch comes.
Yeah, no, and that's what it is, man. I still consider myself a Juggalo. I still do not give a fuck as much as I was just younger. It's just that I am older now, and I have different.
You working
goals
out
and
back
stuff
there,
like
man?
that.
What you look like you doing push-ups?
Rammy's over there exercising. Yeah, no, but it definitely. But this is something that wasn't for you. It wasn't necessary for you. But conscious hip hop. Who are some of the people that you started listening to that make you want to go this way?
Like I said, man, growing up, it's all country music, Metallica, rock and roll, you know, Led Zeppelin, stuff like that. But no, Tupac, man. That's Biggie Smalls and Tupac.
We're actually going to talk about something in Tupac later on.
Yeah, the whole problem between them. So I veered toward Tupac more. My brother listened to Biggie, but that's all I ever listened to. 19 albums, just constant. You know, it's like Tupac's like the Bible.
So you
can
had
listen
East
to it
West in
over
your
and over
house.
and learn something new every time.
You had East West beef in your house.
Just bumping.
You're like you and your brother.
That's a
ever
good thing my
fucking
speakers had more
fist
power,
fight.
yeah.
Over, yes, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Your brothers fucking fight. You brought in the East West thing on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that had to smash.
So that's kind of who I listened to, you know, and growing up, and because you know
he's come up the same way I did.
I can dig it.
It's a lot of country music. It's a lot of Johnny Cash. It's a lot of Merle Haggard. It's a lot of, and then you come into you get older. You listen to Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Leonard Skinner, obviously for sure, David Allan Coe. You get older, and then you start getting more of a taste because you get your taste of music from your parents at first, and then you evolve it into something else. Yep. My grandmother would listen to Johnny Cash.
My thing was, what sounds good while I'm on drugs. All the acid and pot that I smoked in junior high.
Pink Floyd, brother.
And so it was like Pink Floyd. I would listen to a ton of Marilyn Manson, and like I really liked the super weird stuff. But I remember, you know, you talking about you and your brother both, you know, you listened to Tupac, he listened to Biggie. So before I got into hip hop, because I got into hip hop right around junior high, but like up to that point, my brother listened to hip hop, he listened to rap, and I listened to like metal and rock. And so we would have these, he was downstairs, my parents had converted the garage into a bedroom. And so my brother, being the hip hop head he was, he had the stereos and the 10 speakers in his room and bass that would bump. And my bedroom was right above his, and I had hardwood floors. So he would turn this bass up and just like rattle my fucking room, and I wanted to rattle his fucking neck.
Sure.
So what I would do is I had this black and white Fender Stratocaster Squire Strat that my uncle gave me, and I would throw a distortion pedal on and tip the amp down. I'd point the amp down so it came through his roof, and wait till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then just.
Yeah. That's amazing.
That's how the war went down.
I did that when my wife was pregnant for my kid.
Put the amp up to her stomach.
Wow, just crank that bad boy.
Well, yeah, no, that's great for developing ears.
Yeah,
fantastic.
But so I understand that having to deal with two sides in our house.
We're lucky to have separate rooms. Me and my brother, we shared a room until one of us moved out.
Yeah.
You know, so when we fought, you couldn't run to your room.
No.
It was the fight usually started and ended in the room. You know, so yeah, no, feel you on that, man. We're like minds in a lot of ways, man. Let's talk a little bit about what's been going on with us, real quick. You have been making, even though it's promissory progress, have still been making fantastic progress on the weight loss.
It's early, but man, am I jazzed, guys.
Here's the thing: it's about motivation right now.
You got your order in though, right?
Yeah, no,
Right.
I got my Herbalife order in. For those of you guys, so check it out. Last week we talked about, I had a friend that was a nutritionist, and they sent me this diet.
You guys set yourself up for success.
And so I've been, since we made the decision that I was going to take this time off and lose this weight, I've been actively, okay, how am I going to set myself up to be successful? I'm not just going to do it by myself. And so I got a nutritionist, and they were talking, but they were kind of dropping the ball. Like, I'd send an email like, okay, I'm ready to get started.
Sure.
And it'd be 2 days before I heard back from them. So I had a friend approach me, and she's an awesome chick. Her name's Wisdom. She's a life coach. I've known her for about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And she,
well, I like Wisdom. She can't be dumb as hell. That's
right?
for sure.
No, and no, and she's super intelligent chick, gorgeous woman.
She could be, but fortunately for him, she's not.
She's not.
She looks very intelligent. She looks like she knows what she's talking about.
Right on.
So I didn't know that she'd been doing Herbalife, and I'd been following her Facebook page and seeing all these weight loss pictures over the last year. She lost like 45 pounds in 7 months. And so she reached out to me when she made a post on Facebook on New Year's about, what's everybody's New Year's resolutions. And this was like maybe 3 days before New Year's. And she made that post, and I was like, drop 100 pounds. Like, I'm so excited about it.
Sure.
Like, I tell everybody, I'm excited.
Let's do it.
And part of it's my excitement, and part of it's because I want everybody to hold me accountable. Like,
Sure.
what happened last week with the Hershey pie. I want that. I'm not upset by that.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I've got habits to break. That's like a junkie going, all right, I'm just gonna shoot a little bit
We
of dope
have
so I
been
can stay
realistically
well.
talking about putting you in this position for 2 years.
I can dig it. Yeah.
And you decided, because we came to you several times, and you only when you decide, obviously, and that's the way it always goes.
Yep.
Only when
I had to
you
be
decide
ready.
to
We
do
didn't
it,
have the platform
would you do it.
Yeah, no, there was nothing. Sorry, I kicked the table, guys. I don't know if that picked up in the mics. But there wasn't any like set way to do it. There was no game plan. There was nothing to do in the downtime.
Sure.
Yeah, no.
And that we can't just have like head hurts. Head hurts is continuing. My boys got collabs getting set up. Like, I'm excited to hear what DieNasty does, and I know when I come back, he's going to be excited to hear what I have going on.
It's
like,
definitely a test for him, because like he's got no one to lean on. It's all him.
It's me.
So in a way, you're proving yourself in one way, and he's proving himself in a completely other way. And in the background, I'm kind of proving myself, because I have to deal with him, just him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you would think that would be, in most cases, easier, but it's not.
Has been groomed and not the way you think.
No. But what I'm saying is he's going to demand a lot from himself.
Right.
And I'm going to have to be able to keep up with him
you don't
the
have
whole
me
time.
there to and again, I'm not talking down on myself. I call a spade a spade. You don't have me there to keep things moving at a slow pace, because you're only as strong as your
we're
going to
be trying to kill it now.
No,
and
absolutely.
I'm going to have to keep up with him, and if I disappoint him, that can literally stop right in its tracks, and I don't want that to happen.
Welcome to First Metropolis Bank. How may I help you?
This is a stick-up. I want all the money in the bag. Yo, Spooky, take the cash registers. I'm headed to the back to the safe.
That's right. Get down. Come on. What the fuck?
Why are you breathing so hard? Open it up.
You wanna die?
I said open it up.
I can't.
Are you crying?
I think I peed a little bit in my pants.
Open up the goddamn safe. There you go. Put the combination in. Yes. Yes. All right, now get out of my way.
Put that shit in the fucking bag. Let's go.
DieNasty, the DarkSide best of beat.
It's a plane! It's Superman!
Monster! I ain't Super! I ain't Felix! Running around the valley, a ricochet's the menace. Hold it down so loud, so keep it underground. But monsters warriors, juggalos in the clouds. My head hurts, blood wounds and blood squirts. white to red shirt, you gonna need a black hearse. It's over, man. They chose the best, so now I can't supplying the block, keeping it hot. The dope is in this rap. Pay close attention when I paid the price for the call to be the boss. Ain't nothing nice. Lost a lot of bad friends in this game called life, so I gained 1,000 fans for everyone I dislike. I'm super, I'm Phoenix, running around the valley.
A wicked shit's the meanest. Hold it down, surround, still keep it underground. But monsters, warriors, juggalos, killer clowns.
Back to business, I murder all you children with my lyrical sickness. Cover your ears, your parents don't want you to listen. Corruption, DieNasty, busting guns in the air. Sorry, rest in peace, Shannon, but I just don't care. Lex Luthor, great producer, call me Smokey the Bear. Cause I smoke more blunts than cousin it's got hair. Did your mama ever teach you it's not polite to stare? Get away, kid, you bother me, go stand over there. New jobs rated best, so I rise from the ashes. Felix through Detroit, we blaze a path with a passion. We sold more units than your mama gave you thrashing. Pop the APK, he put me down when I asked him.
I'm super, I'm Phoenix, running around the valley. A wicked shit's the meanest. Hold it down, surround, still keep it underground. But monsters, warriors, juggalos, killer clowns.
I've seen this coming, this monster they'll be hunting. But I'm ready for war, open the door.
Dead bodies all over the floor.
I'm sick, terrible thoughts they run through my mind. But I'm super when the people see me fly through the sky. Hallelujah, how's it to you, kiss this killer goodbye. Got me tired of my friends, always dropping like flies.
You can eat the horse for water, but they make me drink.
So I stand here alone with my homie Spooky. We got the game wrapped up like a Klondike bar. So ladies, what would you do for a night with a monster? We'll have sex like animals,
eat like cannibals.
I'm tearing the gut, you gobble my nuts all before I rock the show.
I'm super, I'm Phoenix, running around the valley. A wicked shit's the meanest. Hold it down, surround, still keep it underground. But monsters, warriors, juggalos, killer clowns.
SnoJay, the new kid.
Okay. When I first introduced myself, nobody wanted to listen. Nobody. But now I'm getting it. And everybody else is paying attention. They all want to get their hands in. But I'm cool with that. Why? Because I got money over here. Yeah.
Money over here. On some type of shit. Who we over there? He the newest kid. Kick it into gear. And we're getting rich. Didn't know me then. Now on the bed over here. Money over here. On some type of shit. Who we over there? He the newest kid. Kick it into gear. And we're getting rich. Didn't know me then. Now on the bed over here. If you hang around me, you probably know my story. Where I come from, be some shit like Maury. I'm far from boring, I'm fast Ferrari. Style old school, yeah, I stay Atari. Didn't know me then, you know me now. Wanna shake hands cause you love my sound. Didn't know me then, you know me now. I wanna shake hands cause you love my sound. Fuck that, it's kinda fucked up how you left me dirty. Fucking every time I drop the track, you act like you don't hear me. Never listen to my CDs, always first to ever doubt me. Now you wanna be a friend and always be around me. Haters over there, on some shady shit. Winners over here, CNT. Yeah, we run the shit, never show no fear. That's how we're doing it, man. I swear I'm the man of the year. Money over here, on some type of shit. Who we over there? He the newest kid, kick it into gear. And we're getting rich, didn't know me then. Now on the bed over here. Money over here, on some type of shit. Who we over there? Some real shit. He the newest kid, kick it into gear. Gotta get with the program, man. Rich, didn't know me then. Now on the bed. Let's go. I'm the man of the year, so fuck all you bitches. I'm the man with no fear on the road to riches. And I love my haters cause they make me feel famous. I'ma jump ship and start the engine on my spaceship. I'ma take off, light speed Neptune. Chillin' on the moon with a nice beat to step to. I'ma lift off, burn one to get high. Fuck all you haters, now I'm saying bye-bye. Okay, let me take this moment to explain my life up on this track. In dedication to my haters, stab me in the back. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't rap. No, now you see me living good and busy taking naps. Living less, I never stress. I'm VIP, yeah, better than the rest. Since elementary, I guess I must confess, this life is such a mess. But until the day I rest, I'ma be the fucking best. Over here, on some type of shit. Who we over there? He the newest kid, kick it into gear. And we're getting rich, didn't know me then. Now on the bed over here. Money over here, on some type of shit. Who we over there? He the newest kid, kick it into gear. And we're getting rich, didn't know me then. Now on the bed over here. Money over here, on some shit, who we over there? He the newest kid, kick it into gear. And we're getting rich, didn't know me then, now I'm the man of the year. Ha. All you gotta do is get up in the morning and kick it into gear. Never show no fear. We on our job. It's what we do. Don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do something. Get up and do it.
So back to what I'm saying about I got involved with Herbalife. Wisdom Soul is the one that put me on.
Sure.
My homies have been telling me about it for a hot minute, but I haven't seen. They say I've got family, I've got friends.
I went by with you, and like when I hear about Herbalife,
Mm-hmm.
or Herbalife or whatever. I think, somebody coming to your door, here's some stuff.
Like Avon or Amway.
Yeah, exactly. But you had a full storefront.
Yep.
With,
it was like a
people inside.
I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It was like a church. It was a little bit weird being in there. I'm not gonna romanticize and be like, I'm on Herbalife now. You should do it too. Watch and see what I do. But when I walked into this place, I'm telling you, I will say this though. Watch what I'm doing and do something. Fuck, do something. I'm gonna start doing stuff.
Went to. Oh, and by the way, I talked him into going to Wendy's because Popeyes,
I wanted a salad.
That Popeyes.
I wanted a salad, and he goes, "Well, why don't you go to Wendy's? They have good salads."
Let's go to 35th and Baseline. You can get great salad.
Right?
Now Wendy's does have.
No, wait, but wait.
You said it.
Here's the
You
story.
said it like I wanted a salad.
I wanted this. No, I got a small salad because they do a full size or half size. I got a half salad and a small cup of chili.
Yeah,
I felt like that was well balanced.
And Wendy's
compared to what I had 4 burgers and a 4-piece chicken nugget.
Wendy's does make a fantastic salad. However, I was trying to coerce you to go there because Popeyes had just opened up on 35th and Baseline right next to it, and I had to get some Louisiana chicken. I walk into the place.
He's been waiting. Buzzing. Hold on, wait. This Popeyes, they've been building this Popeyes for like the last 5-6 months.
No, it's been a couple months.
Okay, so they took
super excited because I love Popeyes.
And he's been geeked every time we would drive.
Popcorn chicken's my jam.
Wait for that Popeyes to open, and we went on Christmas Day. No, I'm like, yo, let's get one last fat meal in. So let's go out and eat somewhere. So we go out Christmas Day thinking we'll find something. There was nothing. We ended up at Safeway. We ended up at the grocery store.
We went to Safeway and got like cold sandwiches.
But the first place we went was Popeyes for this guy.
Single people on those holidays plan, get some stuff.
I had broccoli and cheddar soup.
Cold sandwiches.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. You better plan ahead. We were doing circles on Christmas.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah, you can fucking pull up people's houses.
Back
45 minutes.
So we go. Yeah. Hey, Spooky, you want a salad? Right. Okay. All right. So we go. He goes to get a salad. It's chili. I get out so that I can go over to Popeyes. Huge reception at Popeyes. Whole lot of people. And then I don't even get to the counter, and I hear the lady say, "After these 6 people are served, we're out of chicken." And I'm like, "How the fuck is Popeyes out of chicken?" Mad as shit. I've been outside of the motherfucker. I've looked at the motherfucker. I watched it being built.
You couldn't prepay for your chicken next time?
I've been in it.
Get 2 pieces next
I've
time?
pissed in their restroom.
I waited for it.
I can't get any goddamn chicken from Popeyes.
What else does
Looks
Popeyes
like we're going
serve?
to Wendy's.
No,
that's what he did too.
I did.
He went to Wendy's.
Oh, I got a triple cheeseburger. I'm not on a diet.
That's what happens when they
Yeah, no, but seriously, you go to Popeyes.
Yes,
okay, Popeyes has catfish. Popeyes has other things, but anybody, and this guy will tell you, anybody who wants Popeyes thinks chicken. You're not thinking anything else.
Well, it's because the fucking name of the place.
You don't go, let's go to Popeyes for
get
fish.
a salad.
Yeah.
Let's go get a cold sandwich.
Yeah. You're either wanting chicken. If you're going to a place called Popeyes, you're either wanting chicken or spinach. Yeah.
I can dig it.
Do they have spinach?
I think they do, actually.
What if you want olive oil?
Yeah, but I like to get Bluto.
Yeah, Bluto. All right, let's get into some news. Juggalo news. It's a little light this week. I was wringing out the towel, to be honest with you, but no news is good news, obviously. But it doesn't work for a podcast. First thing we got is something that I've actually held on to for just this situation. In Detroit, there is actually an artist that put on a full legit Juggalo art
exhibit. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's getting great reviews from Juggalos and non-Juggalos alike. So expect to probably see that actually.
And this is the person that's doing the paintings, right?
Yes.
They're doing the paintings of like they take a picture of a couple Juggalos and they make a painting of it.
And it's fantastic.
Yeah, no,
too.
totally. It's become such a pop culture thing, and that's like it because it's a pop culture. Like he said, mainstream ICP Juggalos would never go think mainstream because we know them from being in the underground, but somebody whose only exposure to them is going to be in the mainstream. Like it really has become a pop culture reference. It's going to be in Trivial Pursuit, you know.
Oh yeah.
No, they don't they even label Juggalos as a gang now?
Yeah,
gang
unfortunately.
They can STG you in prison.
It's unfortunate. We're fighting that now. Yeah.
STD, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'll take any kind of ST except for an STD.
The artist's name.
I'll take an STA, an STB, an STC.
The artist's name is Lucy Owen, and it's called Where the Juggalo Roam. And it's been up for a minute, man.
Now, is she...
But there's one with kind of like a variant of the Mother Mary.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, no, she
now,
does a great job.
Let me ask you because
it's all her.
It's all her.
I've seen her. I've seen the work. I haven't read any of the articles because I know you wanted to talk about it. And I like to kind of form an opinion.
I really like that one.
The one with sirens.
And ask. I like to ask questions that I think that our viewers are going to watch. So is this person a Juggalo, or are they outside of the realm?
No,
and
she's
spectating?
Vols. I mean, if she wasn't a Juggalo before, she's definitely a Juggalo now.
Well,
I mean, that's the. I think
that's like Nathan Rabin.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Taco's in the book. You don't know me, but you don't like me. There's
I am.
conversation.
I'm not like my name isn't in it.
No, but there's a conversation that is with goes on with Taco, and the guy was the one that did the write up on the AV Club about us, about having met us, and how we showed Juggalo. What did he say? I remember reading it and being like super impressed.
And he was in BuzzFeed for being
he was in BuzzFeed.
Mexican.
Like there's been a lot of outside expectation.
Many people didn't know that I was Mexican, but I am. My balls are brown.
He's got 5 kids.
My ass is white, but my balls are brown. I don't know how that happened.
It's because you wipe forward.
Hey, that makes sense.
Oh,
is that
shitty
why I had
balls.
that
Because
front
the back, not back to front.
Oh man.
So no, he said that.
Oh, that does feel better.
He said a lot of great things about Juggalos, though, but being an outsider to it until he really got in. Like, I dig that. That's anybody in the press that has a interaction with a Juggalo.
Any press that doesn't look at us like we're in a fishbowl.
Any press that has an interaction, not press that come out and film us in a group and talk and do a news report.
Yeah,
about,
I don't like the ones that treat us like a fishbowl.
But anyone that comes out and has an interaction with us has nothing but good things to say. I've never read a single article by Rolling Stones who's been out at the gathering. And I mean, the first year that press came out to the gathering of the Juggalos.
Except for last year where everybody...
Those guys are scary, but they make some good no-bake cookies. Went over to their house, damn near had the house decorated. It was great.
Oh, yeah.
We watched 3 seasons of Weeds.
Like,
Next
nobody...
thing you know, we were playing Scrabble. It was great.
Nobody ever, when they sit down and like talk to Juggalos, have an interaction with them, for the most part. I'm not going to say, like, because I know somebody's going to leave a comment like, fuck you, my brother was a Juggalo and he killed a lady. I'm not talking about that. You know what I mean? Or like we went and interviewed a Juggalo mass murderer behind bars and he mass murdered everybody on the news crew. Like, of course. But 99.99999% of the Juggalo population is in it. As weird as it is with all the darkness and the grotesque and gory imagery, they're in it for the positivity.
Yeah.
It's like saying, like, I like scary shit, but that doesn't make me an asshole.
Right.
Like, it doesn't mean just because, like, I love horror movies. I'm covered in tattoos of dead shit. but I'm not gonna go out there and kill. I'm wearing a mask, but I'm not really gonna step outside of here and fucking murder somebody unless you eat my last chicken nugget on my cheat day.
You're on a diet, I thought.
Fucking you on my cheat day, bro. You get one of those every 2 months.
Let me tell you,
that's all I have to look forward to some nights.
One of my favorite things to when I'm running around with Spooky is when we go and get something to eat, and he's like, I want something to eat, I want something to eat. A random place, doesn't matter. Go to the drive-thru, and then he has this, I want to say almost anti-epiphany, like this black hole effect happens where he just, I don't know what I want. And so he'll order 6 different things that just don't go on the same plate.
Yeah. Because I'm going to find out what I want.
Right. No, yeah, I'm going to eat a little bit of everything.
We're going to come back through.
What it is you circle around once. You circle. It's like going to the Chinese food buffet. The way that I go to the Chinese food buffet is I take a plate and I circle around once and I grab everything that looks good, just a little bit, like a couple bites of it, everything that looks good. I put it on my plate, I sit down and I eat it all. And whatever was good, I go back and get a big plate of that. Like, that's how I do it. So when I'm going to fast food, it's like, all right, well, I know I like these burgers, but I don't know what I'm hungry for right now, and I'm going to smoke a joint when I get home, and I'll probably be hungry for something different, so I'll get a burger and a chicken sandwich and some chicken strips. Like, fuck it, I'll figure it out when I get there.
And when he doesn't eat, he'll give to his dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
The dog smoked.
The dog does smoke. I have a Bob Marley reincarnated, man. This dog, when she comes
back as a dog,
yeah, he did, because when she comes into contact with a human being, she just flops. She turns into a noodle.
Yeah.
There's no. She barks when people come into my room, and she barks when people knock on my door. But by and far, you guys would all have to admit, like, she's a super fucking chill dog.
Yeah, when she's not in my fucking trash.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you.
That happens. Wait, well, I heard my.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
When's the Oddfellows next show?
6 months from now, man.
6 months from now.
Our last show was.
You'll catch me on stage before you catch the Oddfellows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's doing the weight loss thing.
I know, man. We came out.
You're
like,
on the podcast.
You're on.
We're talking about. I took 6 months off, and he's like, "So when's your next show?"
Well, I didn't know.
T1000.
T1000, man.
I love you to death.
The guy
You're great.
is living up to his name every day.
I think we shot ourselves in the foot.
We cursed ourselves. It's our fault.
No, T1000 has always been that way. It's just
what are you guys talking about, right?
So we have a roadie and part of the street team. He does a lot of stuff. Like, I don't want to downplay.
He's about to get more shout outs than stitches on this podcast.
I don't want to discredit what T does at all by calling him just a roadie.
Worker.
Like, he busts his ass, but
he got his own radio.
He's got his own radio
Magic
show.
Ninja Radio.
Yep.
Broke-ass Juggalo radio
Broke-ass Juggalo radio show. He does a ton for us, but the guy is one of these people, and I'm not saying that this is about Ryan. I'm saying this about T. The guy is one of those people that it's like, let me do the thinking for you. Like, you'll get it all done, but let me give you exact instructions on what I want and how I want it. And then, and it's not for any reason. It's not because he's not smart. It's not because doesn't have the best intentions, but he'll try to go above and beyond what you ask of him. And then, completely ruin the whole thing.
His brain's a blender, man. You give him a bunch of orders, and he gets it all done, but it all gets shook up inside of his head.
So he does it in different patterns.
Yeah, he does it in different patterns.
So, so that's what I mean. Like, when I say, we've been here this is, probably our third or fourth one working with you. Third one working with you, and we've been talking about. I think the first one we did with you, we talked about him taking 6 months off.
Hey, man,
I love it.
I said Nashville was in fucking Texas.
No, absolutely no. We're all.
I can't.
We're all guilty of it. That's why we said T1000. It's not. Don't worry, it's not a bad thing.
We had that missing brain cell somewhere, right?
Yeah, hey, we lost him in the same place, man.
But no, you're gonna see DieNasty hit the stage solo before you see me step on a stage again. But trust and believe, when I come back, it's gonna be stupid.
Well, our goal is to get your ass back on that stage.
It'll be what's that?
Our goal is to get your ass.
Oh
back
yeah,
on that stage.
that's the goal. The goal is for me to get back on that stage and fucking piss people off like I used to because I'm such a goddamn beast when I get on stage and I have a lot of energy and I'm not sitting down every 15 minutes, fuck, every 10 minutes, okay, every other song. You know, that really took away, like, I felt guilty as fuck sitting there.
We hit it in the stage show. Y'all didn't know.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't know that we were walking off stage to give this guy a break. You know,
After,
I love your
You would
changes.
never know. You would never know. We would walk
It's
off
cool.
and come off.
And
But
so this guy can have a seat.
it's because I was like literally up there going like, I'm going to lip sync the next ones because I can either keep breathing or I can fucking rap because my back hurts so bad. So no more
And they
of
would
that.
they would pick up each other's hypes naturally, right? But sometimes it would fall off.
Mm-hmm.
And unlike most artists out there,
we don't have a vocal
we
track
don't keep our
backing.
vocal track on our so it's all basically it's the beat and the acapella, man.
And
if I shut up, you ain't gonna hear nothing.
It's benefited us for sure. Like in the set when things go wrong.
Yeah, when you have to freestyle, you can freestyle.
No, what I'm talking about with lip syncing is like on a hook. I'll be like, I've got a couple seconds to take breath, so I'm just.
Hey, I'll give them that. Our vocals are on our hooks, but it's so that you get the full feel of what the hook gives you. The hook should sound the same. You should kind of be like, that's what I want to hear. Not that I lip sync, but
I would though. That was me because I was out of shape, out of breath.
But
and
now for Herbalife.
Now you know again. It's
do you think that Herbalife, like, do you think somebody opened up a dispensary called Herbalife?
And
then like Herbalife.
I bet. I mean, I'm sure that there would be some kind of thing. But so not to jump all the way back to that, but real quick. So I'm not just doing Herbalife, and you brought up a great point. It's not just going to be Herbalife that does it for me. Like, I'm going to take these supplements and drink these shakes, and now I'm good. I work with a life coach 3 times a week.
Gotcha.
I do my grocery shopping based off of an approved grocery list.
Yeah.
I have 6 alarms on my phone. My alarm on my phone goes off 6 times a day to tell me it's time to eat, and I eat what are called a PBS, a protein-based snack. I do that 5 times a day, and then once a day I have a meal, like an actual what they call a Pac-Man plate. So it's, if you picture Pac-Man, and I'm giving you tips, guys. You don't need to jump on Herbalife just to get results, I'm sure. But I know that it's going to help me based off of what I've seen. But you can use this. You make the Pac-Man plate. You want to make your protein the size of Pac-Man's mouth. If you picture him, it's, maybe we can draw it out there. You draw it like that.
3/4 size.
Yeah, and then like that.
3/4.
So this is your meat. And then this is your vegetables. And that's the way that I'm going to achieve.
There's a culture in Japan that does the same thing.
And those people are all skinny, man,
They'll
except
do
for
like
sumo wrestlers.
3/4, and they eat poi a lot. They do it on purpose. They 3/4 greens.
Uh-huh.
And then that 4th quarter is their protein, and it's usually like fish.
Yeah.
Or chicken or something.
Yeah, you got to stay away from red meats. I'm learning about that myself. And I love red meat. So that's going to be a challenge for me. I can't imagine that I'm going to cut it all out, but I'll stick with lean beefs if I do have any red meat. But a lot of turkey, a lot of chicken. I'm going to sneeze. That just happened. But seriously, like I've got a game plan, and I'm not just expecting this wonder drug or wonder pill to change my life for me. Like, I'm going to take this as serious as I can.
Well, we're circling, so let's take a break real quick. We'll be back with some more Juggalo news right after these songs. Probably his songs.
SnoJay, this is our game.
Game, we became optimistic. You know our name. Now it's then, now you wanna take pictures. Stay in our lane. Hustle all the time, we survive through the hardest shit. This is our We got it on lock, now our game is magnificent. Magnificent. Ha. This is our gang, getting money well, obviously. Down to earth, circle, all my homies always got me. Didn't know it's then, now you wanna buy me dinner. Never sell my soul for anything, ain't got no plans either. I'm a king on the rise, the chief in disguise. Boss ass artist, I'm a feast on these lines. Put it down all the time, 9 to 5 grind. Didn't see me then, now you cry when I shine. I'm tired of all the politics, the feds wanna talk to me. I'm sick of the nonsense, that stupid shit shit you're telling me. Phone's getting tapped cause I asked too many questions. Looking for an answer but the war remains silent. Breaking down the fences and I'm building up my defense. Running like a quarterback, I promise I'm gonna catch it. Yeah, I promise I'm gonna catch it. This is our game. Into the game and became optimistic. You know our name. I was in, now you wanna take pictures. Stay in our lane. Hustle all the time, we survive through the hardest shit. This is our We got it on lock, now our game is magnificent.
Always on a double, never get in any trouble. Get it popping full of bubble like a team, cause when we huddle, calling shots out loud. Always say it like we're proud. We're the ones that wow the crowd and show them now. Kicking ass and taking names in the morning. Waking up the walking dead with a warning. Boring. It's definitely not a feeling. No, we're at the top of our game. We're through the ceiling. Second floor, third floor, fourth floor, going up. Elevator, heliskator, escalator, going up. See you later, alligator. Bye bye to all you haters. Why try? My tie, sock guy, the masturbators. Ha ha. We think that I'm funny. I'll keep racking dough, stacking more of your money. That's the plan, to try to outlast the next. I'm lifting on these weights, on these ones who can't flex.
This is our game. Into the game and became optimistic. You know our name. I was in, now you wanna take pictures. Stay in our lane. Hustle all the time, we survive through the hardest shit. This is our We got it on lock, now our game is magnificent. Style intercepted, women wanna have it. My side is unlocked and I'm looking for the finest. My life is vibrant, bad boys behind us. Everyone listening, I bet you wanna sign this. I'm a good man with a few bad tendencies. I smoke a lot of weed, but boy it is the remedy. Every time she gets to me, I push her away. Back on her way to me, my baby Mary Jane.
Immortal Assassins.
Whoop whoop.
In this bitch, yeah. It's time for y'all to get down with some killer shit. I want the bodies underground to be feeling this. Thumping like a party was jumping up in their graves. I'm from the top where people get fucked like every day. Smoking trees and blowing out wicked melodies. I stalk the evil spirit and make him fucking remember me. But then I grab my gat and splatter his memory. Behind my whip on the road, I'm dragging the enemy. Round and round the block till the skin peels off his chin. A racist bigot that enjoyed molesting kids. So I stab him again and again. And then I looked in the mirror, saw my face with a bloody grin. Victim number 2 was Missy Miss Sue. Back in school she slapped me and said my work was poop. So I showed up to a classroom ready to shoot. She tried to run, slap her with the gun and bust out a tooth. Grabbed the hoe by the hair off the floor, put the barrel to the face and spat blood all over the chalkboard. Now I'm itching to put a slug in the cop's throat. Caught him in a chase and shot his face out his fucking dope. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Where my killers, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Drug dealers, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. With my riders, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Murderers, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop.
Wipe the sweat from my face, another victim down. I'm from the tuck where we don't fuck around. Dispose of bodies in a 50-gallon drum like a bomb by your son just to watch you fucking burn. Or leave you suited up with Colombian neckties to see your shit slit from ear to ear and left as an example to encourage fear and a lesson not to fuck around with this here. I got experience to slice precise with a bony knife. All I need is an 8-inch flex blade, black bags, a shovel and a rake. I'm guaranteed to erase your worst mistake. One of the last real lyricists left. Hold on to me like your last breath. Talk about you in the past tense. I got perseverance. You're smoking mirrors. As fake as they come, I'm guaranteed to rise to the top. And anyone who makes it hot gets strangled up on the spot. Found their body in a vacant lot. I'm gonna rep IA till they put me in a pine box. Fuck y'all.
Whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Where my killers, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Drug dealers, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Where my riders, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Murderers, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop.
dissing, I'll catch you slipping in your most feeble position and cease you from living. So opportunist like it's almost given. And never drop my past and my present plots. A precaution for avoiding the cops if I'm locked in a box. I can't produce that real writer shit that writers want. Cause real writers from the block seldom get caught. Unless a frail demon face starts to name drop. That's when a crew of crews invade spots. The entertainer, the 40 cal banger that'll frame your story from the newspaper. Don't gamble your life, I'm serious every time that I write. It's sharp as a knife, insertion just so precise. Just like when Jody wanted a boyfriend to die. Overkill every time that I rhyme. Immortal assassin to the day they relieve me of life. Shaking fakes over time, the only thing will is the grind. That's why I'm up on mine. Haters resent what I put down on the mic. You damn right, I represent that scrub life.
Whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Where my killers, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Drug dealers, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Where my riders, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Murderers, let me hear you go. Whoop whoop.
Freestyling for us today at 160 pounds. SnoJay! Bring it on, son. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
All right, let's see what we can do. Check. Ha. All right, they pulled me in over here to the Juggalo radio. I got my boy Remy Red in the control room, and I'm on the blue mic. High as fuck, my eyes low. Seeming I like nice low. I make my money so fast, I like to bring that money home. My baby gotta eat. So does my brother, my mama gotta eat. Ha, so does my sister. This is Arizona, the state that I rep. I got it tattooed on me, steady on my back. This a West Coast phenomenon. 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 Yeah. This a West Coast phenomenon. You see me, I pull up with some Nikes on. You hear me, cakes filled up. Now I need something to pour it in, help me, and maybe we could be friends. Ha, one more drink of this and I'll be gone. Fireballs got me twisted, bouncing off the walls. That's the cause in effect when you party like I party. It's 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm barely getting started. Ha, call the ladies up, tell them what's up. Tell them they can come through if they bring a friend or two. Tell them that we pull up and we won't stop. You can go and tell the cops that we turn up. This a kind of party that you wanna be at. This a kind of place that you wanna show up to. Hold up.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
Hey.
Shout out for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, like, I hear, yeah, that was good shit, bro.
That was just freestyle, so it's kind of a couple missed words, but you know.
Hell yeah,
it happens, man.
I was gonna go off script, but then I figured just keep running with it.
Hell yeah. I hear a lot of like the, because conscious hip hop and it's wild because conscious hip hop kind of has two schools.
Sure.
You know, we went to see Watsky, and there was a guy that opened up for Watsky named Kyle.
Yeah.
You know, that was his thing. And I had never heard of Kyle. Now, I love Watsky. I don't know if you know who Watsky is, if you got into him at all.
Haven't heard it.
But Kyle was very, like, trap house, like
party music.
Like party music, but it's conscious.
But it's conscious, yeah.
But so like, and I had never really heard that style before, and you have a very, very party conscious style.
That's
very
the beat.
positive.
That
yeah.
was the beat that did that. You know.
Oh,
I mean, if you guys give me more of a laid back, I can hit you guys with more of a storyline.
That's
you know,
what's
bring
up.
You guys
Is that what you usually like to do?
Real
or
slow,
just...
calm beats, laid back, roll a joint,
we did
smoke.
kind of a track, a very
feel
kind
good.
of conscious track with
Ajax.
Ajax
and Buddy Wakefield.
He actually just made that beat about a week ago.
About a week ago.
And, a week ago. And so that's what we had right now. We had just brought that off the Gmail.
Right on. That's what's up, man.
That's
Thanks
dope.
for that, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks you for letting me give that a run.
Heck yeah, man.
You guys enjoyed it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. Right on. You guys ever want to?
Only being a year in the game, dude.
We most definitely will.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Twisted did an interview in a metal magazine. They did Revolver.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I guess Revolver's a metal magazine.
It is a metal magazine.
You're right. You're right.
And the full write-up is up on Fago Lovers if anybody wants to go and see it.
I know they brought up their connection with ICP again, and like I get that they're off doing their own thing. I'm looking forward,
keep chipping away, and
just like they're, I'm sure, looking forward for the day when they do an interview and nobody asks about their connection to the Insane Clown Posse or if they're still cool. Like I get so aggravated when I read an article or I read an interview and I see an interviewer, especially for like a big magazine like Revolver, ask the same fucking questions that a big magazine. Yeah. Like, do your goddamn research. Like, I know they're horrorcore hip hop and their fans are juggalos, and so you might just be like, yo, I can phone this in. Stop phoning it the fuck in. And
that's
it's not
that
just
fishbowl shit I was telling you about, man.
You know, SnoJay said it himself. You know, he's not in the genre, but what he hears and what he sees is ICP. So you gotta, you know,
you kind of have to.
Twisted right now is synonymous with ICP, and vice versa. And hopefully, like you said, give it time. They'll create their own word, their own world. Their own
that's
entity.
what I think I'm probably as excited for them as they are. They're excited for themselves to get through an interview without somebody going, so are you still friends with ICP? It's like, fuck, how many times do they have to answer that before people just stop asking it?
Yeah, and the only reason why you care is because you think there's some kind of
you think you're gonna. It's almost like anybody here. I know I did. I know you did. I know you did. Did you see the interview yet?
Oh, the interview.
The interview?
One of the guy watched it 3 times in one night.
Okay.
He's like, he showed up, he goes, welcome to my North Korean friends. He goes, there is no difference between us. We are all same. We are different.
But same.
Yeah,
but it's like everybody wants to get that Eminem's gay story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the opening of the movie, so I'm not giving away a ton. It's been a million articles. Fuck you if you're upset about a spoiler.
They have a trailer on YouTube about it, so get over it.
So you know, he comes on and he's like, you know, and when I make these homophobic lyrics, it's because I'm gay. Like, everybody seems to be wanting to get that. Well, and the reason we left Psychopathic is because Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope are dicks.
Right.
Like, everybody's waiting to get that instead of, you know, accepting that, all right, it's just.
They want it.
Cool.
They want it.
Good thing we got a show like ours that actually talks about real topics.
Absolutely.
They want drama. They want it.
Save the drama for your mama.
Instead of real news, instead of covering something evenly like a true journalist should.
So when are we going to North Korea? Can you imagine me in North Korea? Would I even fit in any of the buildings in North Korea?
Maybe if I had my hairdo back in the day.
Get that warrior braid going on.
Yeah.
LSP has announced the dates for Scum's Snuff Legacy Tour.
Okay.
It's going to obviously start in Colorado and end in Colorado. They're going to go to New Mexico, Utah, Wyoming, Iowa, Minnesota, back to Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Maryland, New York. No Arizona.
What the?
But, dude, people over here,
they're seen out here.
We're little Hollywood out here.
And not only that, but I think the last few times that Scum's come out, I mean, I know that once was with Demise, and when Demise had that. It's like the promoters out here, not saying any names, but the promoters out here fuck shit up.
Yeah, they're liars.
Constantly.
Most of them are liars. They lie to the venues. They lie to the artists. They get the show set up, and then the day of, they don't have cash or they don't have what they're supposed to have, and
everything falls apart. It's like they build it on a wish.
That's why there's a rumor, very unsubstantiated rumor, I should say, that's why ICP canceled.
I'm not surprised. Again, promoters, clean your fucking shit up, man. Just clean it up.
Look, we have a lot of promoters out here that turn the artists into employees.
Right.
Like, can you sell
that play to pay bullshit is bullshit.
Can you sell 50 tickets? Can you? And then they go. I'm going to sell 50 tickets.
Bring
and then I'm going to
somebody that's going to draw
20
and fucking promote your goddamn show.
You know.
I'm sorry.
Right. Promote your show.
You're a promoter. It's a very touchy subject.
If you're a promoter, you promote your show.
How many shows have we done on the road? You know, like and not on the road, but like outside of Phoenix. And there's even major issues in Phoenix. But for a while, like we wouldn't even put our dicks in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like we were really treating it like that bitch in high school you really want to fuck. So you fuck all her friends around her until the word gets back to her that you're some good dick. Right. And then she comes looking for you. So we were fucking with California. How wrong am I? Though? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I fucked lots and lots.
The tactic works.
It does. So and you beat it up right. So we were going to California. We were going to New Mexico, and we were giving them the good dick. Yep. And so it started getting back to here, and we were doing Flagstaff and Tucson, and I remember specifically in Flagstaff, like I don't really want to say any names. But we had to fix an entire
Talking about the
fucking
show.
show.
You talking about the show that I handled?
Yeah,
B show.
we had to fucking go in.
promoter
This
was
man
gone.
went in. The promoter didn't even show up.
up.
This man went in and talked to the
venue
owner, the sound guy.
Set up everything. I had to go in storage room, pull out speakers, pull out
Don't
wires,
give
pull
yourself
out
the
CD
title
players.
of promoter if you're not going to promote.
Gave them our microphones.
Yep.
And we had a show.
And that's the kind of thing that promoters should be able to do.
But they're not promoters; they're managers.
Yeah.
They're what they want to do is they want to get employees, which are artists. I mean, fucking Ringling Brothers ain't telling the fucking the lion tamer to go sell 50 tickets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, promote your fucking show.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Spend the
If
money.
you book
to
somebody
promote your
that's
show.
gonna draw,
If you're so
promote
scared
your
of
show.
losing money. If you're so scared of losing money that you don't promote and you rely on artists to sell your tickets, you're going to get exactly what you pay for.
Yep.
Hey, I ain't gonna, man. I say, like I said before, man, it's half-assed. You give an artist 10 tickets, they gonna sell 5.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're trying to do is give you 50 tickets so you sell 25.
And don't work that
It
way.
don't
No,
work that way.
I've got 5 fans.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
that's how that artist is sitting.
Right.
If you give him 10 and he sells 5, it's not because he wants to work half as hard.
You're
if you
gonna-
give him 25, he's going to sell 5 because he's got 5 fans, because you're making it impossible to have a show that can go off successfully.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to come because they feel obligated to come for that artist.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that artist goes on, they
Not
dip
to
the
mention,
fuck out.
50 minutes. I'm sorry, 50 tickets for 15 minutes, maybe.
Right.
You know what I'm
Fuck
saying? You're,
Do the math. Do the math.
You're busting
times
your ass.
10, times
How
10.
hard to
Why
sell
are- why-
50
why are
tickets
you
to
paying
do
that
15
much?
minutes?
Why are you paying that much?
And who are you benefiting
$500? You serious?
if you do sell 50 tickets? Who are you converting when you sell 50 tickets to your own show? You're
Right.
benefiting the promoter. You're not converting any new fans.
Those are 50 people that
and
were
the
bought
promoter
tickets.
and the promoter don't give a shit about this situation where, like he says, the cats are leaving the shows and the headliner ends up with nobody.
Yep.
They don't care. They
There's
got
no
their cash,
MC
they've
at
already
these
paid.
shows. There's no MC at these shows. You don't see anything but internet flyers.
Yep.
If you it's shitty internet flyers. You know, there's nobody going around posting at smoke shops or record stores.
You know,
or
you know what
shows
works
like
still,
that.
and it's strange. You don't hear anything on the radio, and the shows that you do hear about on the radio do fucking amazing.
Yep.
When Tech 9 comes to town,
Yep.
I don't see Tech 9 flyers. I see the acts that are playing on the Tech 9 show post and say, "Hey, we're playing the Tech 9 show."
Yeah.
But I don't see anybody pulling teeth to sell tickets to Tech 9
because they got
he's getting
promotional budget.
blown up.
You're
Yeah.
not
they got a
in New
promotional budget.
Times.
Yeah.
You're not in, like, the Marquee is in New Times every fucking week, man,
Well,
promoting
Lucky
their
Man's
shit.
got its own.
It's all on your venue,
Block.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not. But you know what though? If your venue won't do it, it's on you, dude. You are a promoter. You chose that venue. You're stuck with it. If you're not promoting as a promoter, you're not a promoter. It's that simple. It's in the motherfucking name.
You can't just make the flyer and say, "All right, I'm a promoter."
If I'm a baker and I go and buy cookies from Walmart, I'm not a fucking baker.
Right.
I'm a Girl Scout.
How many shows have you done?
Yeah.
Jay?
0.
0?
Yeah, I actually got drunk one night Thanksgiving last year and passed out in the back of a van. And
Accidentally did 15 minutes.
No, I ended up in Colorado.
What?
When I was supposed to be at a show the next day. My first show, I was on a flyer and everything.
Wow.
So Thanksgiving night, I got drunk and ended up in my cousin's minivan. I woke up in New Mexico. Where are we going? And they're like, "You said you're going with us Colorado." So I went 2 weeks out there and had to buy a ticket.
Wow.
He called me and he was like, "Hey, I'm not going to make the show." I'm like, "What?"
He's
You're
drunk
on
and
the flyer, man.
drunk and delirious. Check it. Let's go to Colorado. I'm fucking down.
Listen, you get away with that a couple times because you're new.
Yeah, I apparently quit my job. Everything. I called my boss. I said,
So your New Year's resolution that year was to stop drinking, I imagine, right?
Rule number 1 of the 5 Venoms, you didn't show up.
Yeah, you got to show
You gotta show up.
Rule number 1.
Well, we need to get him hooked up with the 5 Venoms too before we leave.
Sure thing.
No, I'm show ready, man. I've stayed show. I would put on a great show. I think it's just about grabbing an audience and really giving them what they want to hear.
What about ticket sales? What about these ticket sales? You think you?
Yeah, as a person who's just starting, how do you feel about having to sell 20 tickets?
I don't feel good about it.
Who are you
going to
sell to?
I don't do shows because
let's say you did,
family
though.
members, friends, and
Right.
stuff like that who are your main supporters, and I don't think that's right.
You're not converting.
I'm
anyone.
not the only artist there, and say I only got 3 tracks set. Okay,
Yeah.
20 minutes because I've talked to many promoters and planned on many shows.
How fucked up is it that everybody's mom is at these shows?
You know the
what I'm
Thanksgiving
saying?
show?
Yes.
I was actually going to perform there. My buddy Mike Billions was going to be there and everything. Well, the promoter, John J. Johnson, he was one of the promoters. And then the guy who's doing Big Fish, I don't know his name off the bat. But anyway, he's telling me
We know who it is.
Man, they've got plenty of artists, over 20 artists that night.
Yeah.
And he's charging each of them 25 tickets. It's a $20 deposit, which is no big deal.
Mhm.
But then you got to pay the ticket, sell the tickets, $10 a piece.
And if you don't sell, you have to.
That's $200.
Buy the rest of it.
He wants 100 out of it. So here's your incentive is to make your own $100. Well, first I got to sell the 20 to get my 100.
Yeah.
You know, first I got to sell the 10 to even get you paid off.
Yeah.
If I don't pay you, I don't play.
A lot of people who got in rap
because they
didn't want a fucking real job.
The promoter might have only paid $300-400 to book out that night.
Yeah.
And then he's making
$2,000.
Yeah, 900.
And then he's giving 1,000 of it to the headliner, to the national act.
Yeah.
He's giving 1,000 to 1,500. He's walking away with 500.
Mr. Swiff, a.k.a. Silver Circuit, X-Ray Vision.
Drop that one time.
Steal the show. Featuring Epidemic.
We back with KO. We still 100-proofing. We still getting the girls touching their platform shoes. Come on, let's rock it, bust it. Fuck your one take.
When I'm jumping on stage, when I'm rapping on your block,
when I still up on your wife. Say what? That's right.
When I'm jumping on stage, when I'm rapping on your block,
when I still up on your wife. Say what? I'm like a kleptomaniac up in a Home Depot. Cause I steal the spotlight and keep it for my ego. Cause I needed it, I'm so conceited it. Leave the others depleted, Chris Brown when I beat on it.
He's so sick.
Yes, that's my only option. Please stop jocking and talking like you're popping. Cause I lock it down like chastity belts and leave your girl's ass in the home with nasty or Welch. Go ask Swifty how swiftly I can swift these. So sickly that it's sickening, cause words keep on trickling. I got no problem making your shiny torture mine and still your fan base one single word at a time. Go keep saying that I'm laying tracks, you claim it wet. You cannot take it back like you was playing craps. You're playing crap and everyone knows no matter how hard you try, I will steal the show.
when I'm jumping on stage, when I'm rapping on your block,
when I still up on your wife. Say what? That's right.
When I'm jumping on stage, when I'm rapping on your block,
when I still up on your wife. Say what? That's right.
As the beat drops, I got a head full of rhymes, adrenaline rushing through me like a D-line. Gut feeling telling me it's my time. While most keep bragging, I'm out getting mine. Thinking about my next move, next plan. Grab a bull by the horns. With these hands explode on the scene like water through a broken dam. Those quick to talk underestimate a man. Judge a book by its cover instead of trying to read. Behind a person's back, they quick to speak, thinking negative words gonna affect me. But all it does is drive me to dig deep. Time to man up, like going toe to toe. See a quitter be quick to let go, but a soldier stays fighting. So you know when I grab a mic and spit a flow, it's a given, man. I'ma steal the show when I'm jumping on stage, when I'm rapping on your block,
when I still up on your wife. Say what? That's right.
When I'm jumping on stage, when I'm rapping on your block,
when I still up on your wife. Say what? That's right.
Big Fish Theater shut
Fish.
down, by the way.
Yeah, it's done. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
done.
they went
So
off
it's done?
to no. They're still in business.
They're done, bro. They're done.
They're done.
They closed the
Yeah,
name
Big
and
Fish
everything.
Theater
Big,
closed
Big
down.
Fish Theater.
The
Yeah, Big Fish
Arizona
Pub
event,
closed.
The Arizona Event Center
Big
is still,
Fish Theater
going.
is now gone. No, it's gone now.
Doing it at Arizona Event Center either.
Yes.
I know Victor at Big Fish, the owner, and him and Guido had a fallout. With the Arizona
Guido
Event,
Productions.
Arizona
That's
Event
who.
Center.
Yeah.
They had a fallout. They're done with each other.
Yeah,
Yeah, Guido
apparently
is-
they locked in all their audio equipment and shit.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Shut up or nothing. All
Yeah.
the money they back.
Now that usually means that they have a
So
lien.
there's somebody didn't pay rent.
Yeah.
You
Not
gotta-
saying I'm
you
just
gotta pay your
complete
bills.
speculation. A complete speculation.
Sure.
Absolutely. I'm not going to say who
That
did
is
what or
usually
anything like that.
usually what
But
happens.
usually when that happens, that means that they wasn't able to pay the rent.
Right.
That place had a capacity of 3,000 people, but and I'm not trying to say one thing or another, but it seems like they didn't go full big dog on it. If you're gonna go, if you're gonna make a big yard, you better be a big
Venue,
dog.
artists, and promoters and fans need to stick together. The venues, the artists, the promoters, and the fans need to really work. I mean, the fans obviously there just to see the show, but the venues, the artists, and the promoters need to work together.
We need to change the ideas.
Yeah.
We have to change the idea of these, the way that these promoters do. We have to change their mind on that and tell them, look, if you spend,
You want to know how we do
spend
that?
a couple $100 in actual
promotion. Yeah.
And
You
see
want to
what
know how we do
happens.
that? Artists, stop playing these fucking shows.
That's
Stop
never going to
accepting
happen.
them.
There's
Stop
a million
accepting them.
rappers. There's a million rappers
that
want to
make it. And they think that pay to play is going to be the way to make it.
As long as there's a million rappers in this town, they're going to always have somebody to feed that model. So we have to change their mind some other way. You can't just go, well, let's just boycott. It's the simple, obvious answer. However, the unfortunate thing is there's going to be a lot of scabs in that situation.
You know, you got the artist has to promote.
Oh, of course, the artist has to.
And a lot of the times, though, artists don't promote. Like they get on a show, they book the show, they got flyers on the show.
But a lot of that has to do with.
You can give them a stack of flyers, and then when you go to their house after the show, they using them for.
But a lot of the way that we've proven in our own experience that there's a way that to promote the artist that the artist will want to promote. So
obviously you
as
create
Poo-Poo Productions.
and what we've done is as Poo-Poo Productions is we've given everybody their own baseball card. So like when you come to our show, normally you would.
We had a show with no main act. These guys were the main act, but they were the last people. But there was no big name act at all.
And even in any show, even if there was a big act, we would like to glorify the big act as well as glorify the acts themselves. Just grow, you said you just started. You'll start to see that, you're just going to be so happy to just see your name on the flyer. Yeah. Then you'll start caring where your name is at on the flyer. Is it on the bottom, or is it on the middle, or is it on the top? And then after a while, you'll start saying, fuck the name. I want to see my logo on the flyer. Yeah. And then after the logo, you want to see your face on the flyer. So you know what we've done when you come to our shows? Your first show, you would come do a show with us.
Get all that.
You would get all that. You would get a big old flyer, all you, and with your name on, like a
every
football
artist
card.
Gets that.
Yeah. And every artist would get that.
And you promote yourself and the show at the same time.
So this way you do feel like you're promoting you. I'm promoting. I don't want to promote that guy. You don't have to.
Listen
promote
up,
yourself.
people. We have ideas.
You got the name of the show on the bottom.
Everybody.
You're promoting yourself in the show,
and it makes your friends and family that would be there. So your 20 ticket sales.
Yeah.
It makes them go.
Yeah.
This is your big shining moment because you're on the flyer. Like I have to be at that show.
Yeah.
Right.
It all the way around.
They'll pay for a ticket. You'll sell all your tickets, and they'll pay for a ticket at the door.
No, and it does, and it did boost, and that was what we told them. We told the artists we're going to give you 20 tickets. Yeah. It's not mandatory. We're not going to cut your time if you don't sell them.
Nope.
We hope you sell them. It's our job as the promoter, to promote the show, give you the tools to promote the show.
Lock in the artists that you want.
But if friendly competition is what you enjoy in this situation, there were certain perks that you got. You got to pick your own slot.
If you sold your 20
tickets.
sold
your 20 tickets
as soon as
and brought us
done,
the money.
We have 10 slots.
That's how
pick any one of your 10 slots.
But you don't have to sell any tickets. We're still going to put you on.
That's what I give everyone their incentive.
Yeah, we wouldn't have chose you to be on the show if we didn't want you to be on the show.
Yeah.
Jacob, that show that you were supposed to be at, we sold 400 tickets.
No, I know. It was a big show.
There was no headliner.
Yeah.
We were headlining. Kill the Metronomes were headlining that.
See?
Mm-hmm.
So if you could do that, if you can, without a headliner, sell 400 tickets, you are ready.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to get some videos, man.
I got a show, man. I'll talk to the guys about in March, and you all can do what you got to do in between time. But in March, I got my headline, not my headline, but a solo show that I'll be doing, a solo act show.
Cool.
Come out, y'all probably rock the stage.
More to the thing going. Let's segment into hip hop news. King Lowe's has had this huge chip on his shoulder that he's actually talked to Hip Hop DX about how you can't talk to anybody high up anymore. Everybody is in Fort Knox. There used to be a time where you could hit up a record label or you could hit up a rapper or something like that in hopes to get. Now everybody's walled in like fucking Fort Knox.
You know why that is?
Of course, because that's how they control the situation.
Well, and it has to do with the fact that record labels don't. Nobody. You don't send a demo to a record label anymore. You want to know how a record label picks you up? You blow the fuck up on YouTube.
Yeah.
You blow the fuck up on YouTube.
Pandora.
Or any. Yep. But you blow the fuck up on your own.
Yep.
Yeah.
You blow the. I mean, I'm not.
No
knocking,
one wants to put in the work anymore, man.
I'm not knocking tech or strange music, but Murs. I love Murs, and I've loved Murs for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Way before anybody wanted to start fucking.
Walk
with
Like a Man. That's my jam.
And when
whole album.
When I started listening to Pandora, there was almost no Murs music on there whatsoever.
Sure.
When Murs broke on Pandora, and I started hearing him every 3 songs. He was getting all this rotation. That's when I saw him get picked up, and I thought to myself like not again. I love the hell out of Strange and everything that they do. I have nothing but respect for him.
I was actually talking to him about this outside.
I have nothing but respect for him.
Strange got the recipe down.
And they do.
Yeah,
they go after who's hot.
Yeah.
and they grab them.
Yep.
And it's and
But
so
Merce could have stood on his own
through
the
the factory
entire time.
and then
Right.
collect cash at the end.
Yeah. Merce could have run on his own the whole time. I will say
he's been running
he
on
did
his
a
own.
crossover.
He's probably tired of it.
He did a crossover
Well,
thing.
if you look at the picture, he doesn't like most of the cats on Strange. They have their
No,
Strange, and they're
it's
like,
true.
"Look at my Strange,
Right.
I'm Strange."
Yeah,
he's
he's
standing there
still
like,
looks the
"What up,
same.
I'm Merce."
Yeah. No, and that's good. And the way that I got turned on to Merce was he did a track with John Cena. And I'm a huge wrestling part.
I had no clue.
He did a song called Hustle, and it's fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
And John Cena does the last, 8 on it. Yeah, it's really good. He fucking kills it, dude. He's a really good, John Cena could have been a rapper. He could have been. You remember when he used to do the fucking freestyles back when he was bad guy Cena? Nobody remembers that shit. Hardly.
Speaking of wrestlers, we have a surprise coming up here in a few weeks for Taco.
Yeah.
we got an awesome show coming up.
But these guys. It says you need a badge. You check in. You have to go through levels of shit. Who's signing these people? Barack Obama. He's saying.
So he's saying even to
it's
get
going into a federal building.
Oh
man.
yeah. Well, that's because you get artists that you get fucked over, and then they want to come in there. I mean, look what happened to Jam Master Jay.
Sure.
Jam Master Jay got fucking murked walking out of a recording studio. So you don't think that if you're a record company, number one, you got crazy ass fans, and motherfuckers are just getting crazier every day.
Yeah.
It just gets easier and easier to fucking kill people. It does. I'm not saying that I would go out and kill people.
And find and see what they're doing all day.
That's also easier.
It's just easier and easier to learn somebody's
But it's also
schedule.
easier and easier to have you being recorded killing people.
But here's the deal: if you fucking snap, do you think who killed John Lennon? What the fuck was his name?
Harry Chapman or Mark David.
Mark David Chapman.
Something like that.
Do you think he was concerned with getting killed or getting caught?
No.
Or any of that?
No.
So that's the thing with entertainment, especially movie stars, musicians, the stalkers that go after movie stars, or the guy that tried to kill Bjork with the book bomb.
Right.
Music can bring out the fucking crazy in people.
Well, Bjork's crazy on her own. Right?
Sure, but she had a fan. I don't know if you ever saw the video.
Yeah, of course.
She had a fan that made a book bomb and spent a week recording himself making this.
Yeah.
Months. He spent months just going crazier and crazier every day until he decides I'm going to make a book bomb.
He wound up killing himself.
He fucking blew his brains out, and right after he came home from mailing off the package.
Yeah.
And the only reason that they found it was because they came in and found his videotape. If they hadn't found his videotape, she'd have got that book.
Yeah.
She'd have opened it up and splattered her face.
All the video.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, I'll show you. It's fucked
I'll have to
up.
check that out because I haven't seen it.
Dude, it's fucking weird, bro. You think I'm weird? This guy is fucking weird.
Speaking about weird moves in music, Faith Evans actually discussed recently the situation where she did the hook on Tupac's single.
Is that the controversy?
Wonder why they call you bitch.
Wonder why they call you bitch. I wonder why
They started talking about that. She talks about what happened. What she said, her account of what happened. She felt a little like she didn't know
that there was beef.
Tupac was with. No, she knew there was beef, but she didn't know that it wasn't essentially Tupac himself at the time. At that time, Tupac wasn't
attached to the program.
It
wasn't attached to the product.
Snoop and all those cats. Okay, but she comes in. There's all these death row cats, but she's got to play a hard demeanor. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't want to be nervous or turn tail and run. So she does it. She does the track.
Thinking it's never really going to go anywhere, probably.
Fine. Yeah, she doesn't know. She didn't know about the track. She didn't know what the track consisted of. So she did the hook. Hold on. After she did the hook and everything was done, she went up to Tupac's room in I guess their studio they have rooms and shit.
Right.
To get paid. Or she expected to get paid, and that's when Tupac asked for a blowjob.
Wow, did he get it?
He was gonna toss her ass up.
Well, whether she got, I mean, that's why I fucked your bitch. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say? I mean, one person's gonna say one thing, the other person's dead.
Right.
Beginning, I hit him up. First off, fucked your bitch, and then click.
Yeah.
First off, fuck.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean,
wow.
That's
You want to hear
all
some
out
other
there.
bizarre hip hop news? I've got a hip hop news.
Sure, let's hear
I didn't
it.
even send it to you because I just learned about it 10
Let's hear
minutes
it.
ago. Did you know that Limp Bizkit is signed to Cash Money Records?
No. Shut up. When?
I don't know when, but they're signed to Cash Money Records. I just read it, I verified it, and I didn't dig any deeper
In
because we were
this
starting the
episode
show.
of It's All About the Cash Money.
Well, we haven't talked about Stitches once.
No, we haven't. But
we haven't talked.
We're
But you
going to
have some
talk about
Stitches.
Birdman.
Oh.
We're going to talk about how we'll go ahead and put it all together. But Birdman's Miami condo is going to be foreclosed on.
Yeah, and you know who else is in Miami?
Who?
LF7 Blow!
There it goes. All right. So here's
I love Stitches. I don't give a fuck.
The Birdman's house thing. If you
I don't
actually
even do cocaine.
if you actually don't just look at this article
more.
and you put
No more.
and you research the situation that's been going on with Birdman in his house, he's been doing some construction, remodeling it and stuff like that. But his
Remodeling the birdhouse?
his construction, the birdhouse, the construction crew kind of folded on him, wound up putting a lien on him. His checks are bouncing for the mortgage that's on it.
Well, it looks
and
like he
stuff
needs to let that album.
And then right.
He's got a lean with it.
And then
he was spending that money
now
before he
is
got it.
because I guess his house is now in disrepair because it's half-ass remodeling and everything. The HOA wants to just completely foreclose the house. They made a request to foreclose.
So what? I mean, what do you think? You follow any of the situation going on with Cash Money now? Weezy wants off the label. Tyga wants off the label.
Let him off. I could care less, man. I despise Lil Wayne. I think he's got a lot of lyrical talent, But excuse my language, he's just real. It's just not my type, man. He's real ignorant. That's all I got to say.
He's a lot
he's
of
a very
people.
ignorant person. But a lot of these people, they didn't make it in music because they got talent. They
Right.
made it in music because they were surrounded by people already doing it.
Yeah.
So Lil
And
Wayne
he
didn't do
was.
shit. Lil Wayne was a crip.
He was doing
a
the limit.
blood. 2 seconds later, Lil Wayne, you can get out of here. You can miss me with all that. That's what. No, it actually frustrates me because hip hop has died because of these guys. After Tupac and Biggie supposedly died, which I have my own beliefs. And after that, we had Chart Millionaire. We started having all these new incoming artists.
Chameleonaire.
We started clapping and bringing up beat a little bit more.
That's
Okay,
pretty
well that
good.
was fine. And then we bring in Lil Wayne, who just ruined the fucking.
No,
game.
it's.
I mean, we don't.
We live in a society of tear down, not build up.
I
Really, we
feel
do.
horrible when I'm walking around and I see a girl getting down to Lil Wayne and she's like, yeah, speaking his lyrics word for word. I'm like, he's degrading about you first.
This is the music that kids are going to grow
up into
and
and
say,
they know what they're
this
doing.
is the
Why do you
song
think
I
they were
used to
trying
listen
get rid of
to.
Tupac?
It's gotten there. You got the song
Illuminati
where it's
and the
like,
whole
I don't-
Illuminati and everything.
I don't fuck with you.
You little dumb.
Yeah. I mean, there you go. That's why.
That's one song amongst hundreds.
Hey, man,
It's 5 words. Teach me how to Dougie.
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
That's how they reach
I
out
never
to
learned.
mass population is through music.
I was never.
Well, 'cause the mass
I was
population's
never
fucking
instructed on
stupid.
how to
And
Douglas.
They know that. They know that. And who are they? I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's not enlighten anybody because they're all dumb, and if we keep them fat, dumb, and happy, they'll buy our
They'll do
shit.
whatever
We'll run out of jobs.
They'll buy our packaged shit.
Yeah.
And until they end up in a box.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it's a lot more lucrative for them.
Education's dumbing down.
Yeah.
Everything's dumbing down
That's what I
because
mean.
it's easier to control a dumber
New
population.
World Order.
And I tell Nasty's kids all the time, and education in school is just memorization of facts. It's not an actual education.
Doesn't make you
anymore.
intelligent
You
anymore.
have to go and pursue things that you want to learn.
Research for yourself.
You have to.
That's good to know.
And I tell them this because I feel bad. These kids are around me. They're gonna get influenced by me one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
It might as well be like tell them the real stuff. I tell them you're not gonna learn anything.
Well, kids, man, that's all you can do is inform them
and hope they make the right decision.
Yeah. But like,
because we are different.
Yeah, at the same time,
we are same.
But at the
we are
same
different.
time, they still listen to those same songs.
Yeah.
Those they listen to those songs we
and
fucking hate.
they might pretend that it's tongue in cheek, but you really do become what you fill your life with.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if
you fill your head with stupid shit, you're gonna be about stupid shit.
You're gonna be fucking. That's gonna be your thing.
Mom wasn't lying when she said you are who your friends are, was she?
No.
I mean, I was listening when I was their age. I was listening to Guns N' Roses, and stuff like that. That content is Guns N' Roses and Axl Rose is immensely more competent than 70% of the shit that I hear these kids listen to.
And he was high on heroin 90% of the time.
He was doing coke and heroin and everything.
Like, I mean, he wrote smart songs about doing heroin. I mean, Mr. Brownstone's a fucking very intelligent song.
I did not even know it was about heroin until I got older.
Right, but it was a well done song, catchy, intelligent.
Yeah.
And
well, that's just like who is it, Rihanna or Beyonce?
Pop Molly, I'm sweating.
She goes, well, I set fire to the rain.
Adele.
Okay, great, but Adele, that's the subliminal messages written all over it, and that's just with all music, like you're saying. You don't even realize it's happening until later on, and that's the same thing. Setting fire to the rain, for Christ's sake, that's in the Bible.
Right.
The sky will be in fire, and it's actually that song is demonic. So what it is we're dancing to the demon. We're dancing to Satan. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
No, that's what it is.
Well, these guys love that. Yeah.
It's praising Satan. When you dance, when you have all these people in the club that are there to drink and have a good time, and they think it's party music, good life, good vibes, but really it's satanic music.
No, they're putting you in the machine to be eaten alive.
That's the machine.
Seriously.
Hey, Pink Floyd said it. Welcome to the machine.
Yeah, no, that's why I listen to Floyd.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Let's take a break right here. We're gonna do some more hip hop news and then regular news, and then we'll be out of here. But for right now, here's 2 songs. Enjoy them.
Felix, Bag of Tricks Cat, the cat that never came down.
Ever feel helpless? Do you ever feel selfish? Ever feel like you can't tell which way is up? And that's where they tell you to keep your head, but lately they ain't said it enough. Ever just wish you could just vanish, leave your existence abandoned, drown in your sorrow and live in Atlantis? Numbing the pain is the same as a bandage, feeling like a bastard, same as a baby on a stoop in a basket. I came that way, but I won't leave that way. I'ma find which way is up and I'ma lead that way. Be the best I could be, I'ma be that way. I'ma make it to the top and I'ma keep my faith, and I'll make damn sure my family sees that day, yeah. Matter of fact, I'm on my way there, and I'ma stay there till all my haters take care. I know I'm late, but I'm on my way now. I got stuck in a storm in a strange cloud. Bet you know my name now. The cat that never came down, came down. I know I'm late, but I'm on my way now. I got stuck in a storm in a strange cloud. Bet you know my name now. The cat that never came down, came down. Ever feel hopeless? Have you ever been heartbroken, overloaded with emotions provoked from lack of devotion? It can happen in a moment, so be happy for the moment. The ones that get you highest could bring you to your lowest. Stray away from the fakes, treat them like the locusts. The ones that matter most of them when you're the brokest. You can see the bigger picture, you just really gotta focus. I know a lot of posters who got a lot of motives. They wanna bring me down but still couldn't if I was sober. Rain, sleet, and snow, I'ma go up and over. Thunderstorms that hover over me, and I'm coming closer to the sun. Wish it would've come sooner. Wish I didn't have to lose you, but I couldn't boost you. Up is high, so I had to say bye when I passed by, cause it's fewer winners than losers. I know I'm late, but I'm on my way now. I got stuck in a storm in a strange cloud. Bet you know my name now. The cat that never came down, came down. I know I'm late, but I'm on my way now. I got stuck in a storm in a strange cloud. Bet you know my name now. The cat that never came down, came down. 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 The cat that never came down, came down.
Vintage Vaudville.
Nah, nigga, jump.
Yeah, shut up.
Nigga. Nah, right there.
Shut the fuck up.
Push my nigga.
What you doing this shit?
You fucking die.
Man,
Give me the control.
You,
Give me the control. Winter break of 6th grade. Curly haired nigga never heard of no fake. Fuck a car that come with a remote control. The only thing I want is an N64. You see, I had the SNES and I played that shit to death. Street Fighter 2 with the turbo kick. Akuma was the shit way before I started tagging. Bragging to the homies, got this cop double dragon. Way before games be lagging or memory cards. Writing down that code so I can get back where I start. Eating Pop-Tarts and laughing about farts. Homie, you about to die, hurry up, press start. I'm on my
good with Ryu? What's good with Ryu? I'm on my Super Mario bullshit. Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 2. What's good with Ryu? What's good with Ryu?
Rockin' on that MGS 1 through 3. Dropped in 97, still hot in 13. All the NBA games will forever be the shit. And NFL Blitz, I can never forget. I'm content with my 50 cents and a joystick. You should get 50 cents so you could just join in. Kicking it with Johnny Cage, kicking it up with that Liu Kang. Bicycle kicking till my kicks is in this dude's brain. Switching to a new age, new game. Fuck 2 chains. Kratos had 2 chains plus 2 blades. Now that's ooh dang, you make that fucker do thing. Press X to screw these 2 dames. Collect up all that loose change to get up off the boat. Pause the remote so I could blow a smoke. Go and take a Tokado and after that wait for the load. Yeah, give me that motherfucking remote back. Black, you ain't getting this shit. Fuck that.
I'm on my Super Mario bullshit. Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 2. What's good with Ryu? What's good with Ryu? I'm on my Super Mario bullshit. Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 2. What's good with Ryu? What's good with Ryu?
Hey, man, give me that shit, man. You don't know what you're doing, man. Back the fuck
Play
up,
around
Stacks.
that shit. You ain't got the skills like me, boy.
Talking all that shit, Stacks. Hell.
This is definitely gonna shock you like Blanca do. Sega was the console on Nintendo, we also knew. This is before the blue playing day and night after school. Hated pass control of the game, yelling you lose. Waiting to get it back cause it's something I gotta prove. Nothing else on my mind but it's using the special moves. He acting the fool now cause I win. Lead the other scoreboard, again. There was games I wasn't playing like Battletoads, nigga. Mario Kart, Michael Jackson, Moonwalker, Killer Instinct. Evidently say but what gon' blow down your chimney. Michael J speaking on this fucking kick on my 10 feet. Super Mario bullshit. Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 2. What's good with Ryu? What's good with Ryu? I'm on my Super Mario bullshit. Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 2. What's good with Ryu? What's good with Ryu?
And we're back. So we're going to skip the rest of hip-hop news and go into what you like to call shitty news.
Shitty shit. Debbie Downer news.
Well, it's not all Debbie Downer news, but some of it.
Titty taco news.
Yeah.
Grotundos.
So the first thing that we're going to talk about is actually an Arizona thing. They're about to put a bill on the floor to the state house about completely legalizing marijuana.
Woo!
What happened was this. Okay, it's not going to pass, and I'm going to tell you why it's not going to pass. You probably want to come closer. The reason why it's not going to pass is because it had a chance when the first person that brought the bill came in. He was a guy from Tucson who was a Republican. We live in a very super Republican state. It's very super conservative as far as legislation's concerned. So a Republican bringing the bill up gave it a chance. Unfortunately, during midterm elections, he was not reelected. So now there's a Democrat that's bringing up the bill in his stead. He's a Democrat, and we live in a bipartisan, very polarized atmosphere politically. So it's probably not even going to see the light of day. It's not even a referendum. Here's another thing. It's not even a referendum for like voting. It's like just make it legal. What? Which will never pass without heavy legislation.
What did you say?
What do you? Oh, come on.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's why it's not going to pass. It's not going to pass because all the people that would vote for it are, like, at home going, huh?
Well, no, not necessarily.
That's what happened last time.
We live in a better age now to where there are more. I mean, we got people around us states around us that are legal, full legal. There's precedence. It's a trickle effect.
Right.
Again, I still say Arizona will be the last state to do it in the West. Because of this.
Texas is not going to give it to them before us.
I would almost.
Texas likes to motherfuck people.
I would
over stuff
almost.
like that. Vegas isn't going to give it to them.
I would
for
almost
us.
make a
Vegas
wager.
will fucking make a killing.
But they will never, like, they've got that whole syntax. They've got that if we catch you with weed, you're doing fucking hard time no matter what. Like, they don't have a grace. They catch you with
Yes,
pot.
but last month Colorado did $35 million worth of sales, and $3.5 million went to education.
If you catered through one of those hotels and was like, you could smoke weed in this motherfucker, be full all the time.
Yeah, of course it would be full all the time.
Murder it.
Yeah, but but what they're afraid of is they just don't want to live in a society where they have this idea in their head that it's going to be pot everywhere, that you're going to bump into homeless people stoned off their ass.
Honestly, the way businesses are conducted is very, very,
professional.
Very professional.
We know that. Meanwhile, there's these bars that are going to shit.
Mm-hmm.
They have,
roaches and
you wouldn't
rat
want to
shit.
step in half of them.
Right. It's fucked up, man.
Yep.
So do you know about a bunch of ISIS's problems lately?
Here's what I know about ISIS. I just watched this video about a television. Well, first of all, I read the article that ISIS with the Ebola thing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what it is. Some ISIS militants have contracted Ebola. There's reports that Ebola has actually gotten into ISIS.
So then no one's gonna help them out, huh?
Well, I mean,
the Hippocratic Oath says that doctors have to.
Yeah.
Oh, true that.
The Hippocratic Oath says that doesn't matter what they think.
But
of them.
this
They
is
gonna snatch up a couple of doctors and be like, "You fucking
fucking fix us, and we're gonna."
Here's the thing, though. These members who are being contracted with Ebola, who are coming up to these hospitals, are going outside of ISIS to do it because ISIS does not allow doctors within their borders. They will actually kill them.
Wow.
Here's another thing that recently happened with them. There was a bunch of
So
kids.
how do they feel about the people that are fucking stepping out to get healthy?
Well, they're probably gonna they're probably not gonna come back.
Yeah.
But if they make it through it all, because you have to understand that these other hospitals are substandard.
Yeah.
Because they're in wartime
Gotcha.
conditions. The other thing about that, like you're saying, there was a bunch of kids, teenagers that joined ISIS that are now complaining on Twitter about all kinds of things.
This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? These kids.
So they want to go back.
Not the same.
Unhappy with their decisions.
They want to go back home, but they can't. And there's already records of these people, these kids who joined, and they got to trying to desert and getting killed for it.
That's what
But
happened.
ISIS is having. It's not going to be a good 2015 for ISIS.
There's a
that's for
TV
sure.
show. There's a TV show that plays in the Middle East. In Iraq was where I caught the show. They're taking ISIS members and they do this primetime TV show where they take these captured ISIS members and make them go and be confronted by the family of the people that they killed.
Wow.
And they're taking them right to the scene of the crime where they just fucking, where that guy had blown up a car, set a car bomb off, and the whole community's coming out and being like it's getting hairy in the middle of this shoot, and so they have to pack up and get everything.
Area, huh?
But it's fucking
the
crazy.
actual people who did it.
Actual people who did it, they got captured. They're making them come back to the scene of the crime and be confronted by the answer to the families of the people who lost family members.
That's hardcore.
Or the victims that got
That's reality
hurt,
TV.
dude. That I was like,
And that's light compared to what goes on over there. I mean, people
there's
their head
a
taken off.
show in China that they take. I just watched a documentary about it on Netflix where they have a lady that goes and interviews. It's like a primetime show. And because China has more executions per capita than any other country on the planet.
Because they don't believe in misdemeanors.
Right. Everything's there is so much that you can be put to death for in China
don't go to China.
Don't go to China.
Nasty, do not go to China.
Not being the first child born as a boy.
Yeah, that's a fucking
well, they drowned those.
Yeah, if you're
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, but basically, they take anybody that's been convicted of a serious crime that they admitted to.
Yeah.
They don't take the people that are being put to death because they got caught stealing and they say I didn't really steal, or it's the people that I fucking murdered my wife in the middle of public and 30 people identified me. They make them sit down and have this conversation on primetime television before they're executed.
Wow.
And it's like they take all the people that are going to be executed that week and they bring them to this fucking sit down, and the person's able to sit down with them.
Why don't they just do like a convict version of Big Brother and just?
It's kind of like what it is, but they make them sit down with this one lady, and she's been doing it for like 10 years, but she sits down and like gives them a chance to speak their piece. It's almost like getting your last word, but it's your last 15 minutes of fame.
Unless you convert to the church nasty, which I know is never going to happen. You cannot step foot in China. You will be murdered.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
No weed either, huh?
No,
I
zero.
ain't going anyways then.
Zero.
Y'all can just rock me out on the interwebs.
We are not same.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, let's go from China to Australia. In Australia, these two guys successfully stole. Well, not successfully. They got caught. But at one point, it was successful until they got caught. $7,000 worth of beer and liquor. Now the reason why they got busted,
it's a fucking party, mate.
The reason why they got busted is the reason why they got busted is they got high on their own supply while they were stealing it.
Now this is gonna sound
and
horrible.
They were blotto and passed out with all the shit.
Were they Aborigines?
It does not say, I believe.
Because I'm picturing two Aborigines like nipping a bunch of.
I'm picturing Timothy Leary's kids.
Like, yeah, I just see it. I don't know. Maybe that's bad that I think that immediately.
No, it's racist. Yeah, sure. Yeah. But you're not in Australia, so whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, neither is Hobson.
But yeah, neither is Hobson, and neither is Iggy,
and neither is
she
Stitches.
Should go back. Neither is Stitches.
Stitches isn't in Australia. You know why? No
cocaine. They left a backpack with their ID. They stole 151 bottles of assorted spirits and 216.
Do you think they meant to steal 151 bottles of liquor?
They kept doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Give me 151 bottles of
beer on the
hard
wall.
liquor,
151 bottles.
216 stubbies of beer. Now a stubby of beer is almost like a mini keg, but
yeah, it's like a growler.
Yeah. So how much do you think that was worth?
I'm gonna say you said 216 of those and 151
216
bottles of
stubbies of beer, 151 bottles of liquor. Really.
I'm gonna make these in Canadian.
There's an exact number
in U.S. or Australian dollars.
Let's say Australian dollars, which isn't as strong as the American.
It's
dollar.
not as strong. So like, what is it? A third?
No, it's not even.
So it's like 75 cents on the dollar?
It's probably like 85.
Do they have doubloons out there or something?
No, they have the Australian dollar.
They don't trade eucalyptus leaves for their koala
they-
bears? No, I know.
they don't.
I'm just kidding. So their dollar, our dollar is worth $1, and that's 85 cents to them.
Something like that, yeah.
Or their dollar is worth 85 cents to us.
Something
okay.
like that.
So I'm going to go and say...
I'm going to say about $3,000.
I'm going to say like 7,000.
I'm gonna say free.
It's free to them, right?
Yeah.
$7,507.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's how much.
Hey,
it was.
just line up, smart chicks. I'm about to be skinny soon.
So yeah, that's you would think that would be the only Darwinistic stupid thing that would happen, but as you showed me. There was these two meth addicts. There's the two meth addicts in Florida that did a bunch of fucking meth in a janitor's closet.
Like you do on a Tuesday night.
Thought that they were locked inside the janitor's closet and wound up like shitting in the corners and shit like that.
They thought they were legit
called
trapped.
911. They called 911. The police just opened the fucking door.
And then arrested him.
Arrested them for trespassing.
Yeah,
not for drugs.
Not for drugs. They didn't find it because they fucking smoked all the meth.
They did all the drugs.
I totally believe this because I know a chick named Leila that did the same exact thing. She thought
Pokemon.
And it's one of those.
She was in the closet and thought Pokemon were in there.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't come out.
Oh,
All whacked out. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Methamphetamine. Is a drug.
I've never been around, and maybe I'm thank God I'm naive or whatever. Like, and I've been around a lot of drug users, but I've never been around a tweaker like tweaking hardcore. Like, like in my group of friends. Like, I've never been at a party where somebody's doing meth. Like, Yeah,
when I was
maybe I'm
doing
lucky.
my 90 days,
Maybe I
man,
didn't recognize it, but
yeah, when I was
fucking-
doing my 90 days,
I believe
they
it.
DT and they scream at night.
I believe that, but I'm just saying, like, I've never experienced like somebody fucking tweaking out, going like I'm gonna go get in the closet and hang out with the Pokemon.
And you,
Like, that's fucking.
and you look
crazy.
at these mug shots of them because there's a lot of them.
And I mean,
and you go-
the chick looks a little skanky. Like,
well,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
but
lie,
it's the
I'd
meth.
hit it.
It's the meth.
Yeah.
They all
I mean,
look like Chucky from Rugrats.
they were. There's a picture right there. But
Speaking of Chucky from
if she
Rugrats,
wasn't
look
doing
at those
meth,
high
if she wasn't doing
cheekbones.
meth,
She
she'd have
would
been
be a
fucking
hottie.
amazing.
Yeah, no, like I'd still hit it because
Yeah,
I
no.
like him a little bit sleazy. But speaking of Chucky from Rugrats, did you guys hear that the
voice actor,
I like him without moral.
that did Chucky and who else did she do? Not Chucky the killer doll.
She
but Chucky
did
from Rugrats.
Dexter from Dexter's
Dexter
Laboratory.
from Dexter's Laboratory. She died.
The voice actor, yeah,
What?
yeah, voice actress, yeah. That's So
that's shitty news.
Just for the record, that was spooky and not me.
I'm a product of my environment.
Here's one good one. These guys saw what they thought was an arm of a skier in an avalanche. An avalanche packed what they thought a dude in. Winds up being a moose. They wind up digging a moose right out of the snow.
Oh, wow.
Did the moose fuck him up?
No. The moose, what they said was
Thank
as soon as they
them.
got the chance, it stood up, it shook all the hard snow off, and just went full tail away from them.
And then they yelled, "Get off the couch! There's a bloody moose loose in a hoose boot."
But yeah, they were really
Now, did they keep digging to find the squirrel?
nice.
That was a good one, right?
Nice.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, suck my dick.
But yeah, no, there was they still had 2,500 feet of mountain that could have fell on them.
So
while
there's
they
a
were
lot of
doing
room
this.
for that squirrel.
Yeah, they could have screwed up and died too. So they risked their life to save a moose, which is pretty cool.
Lucky moose.
Okay, again,
Let's talk
for the
about this.
record,
Let's talk it out.
for the record, he brings up one of the shittiest things that we've done in this segment. Additionally, the one good story that I have that I got just for him, he doesn't like.
I'm sorry. I didn't like Bullwinkle
You're like,
cartoons
"Fuck
growing
that
up.
moose."
Yeah, fuck that fucking moose. Like, I don't have anything nice to say about a moose. I'll punch a moose in its fucking mouth. If I had rolled, yeah, I have. If I had rolling up on that moose in the snow, you know what I'd have done? I'd have fucking dug its head out and just sat there and punched it in the face just to piss the moose off.
Dude, I do not know
Fuck
how this
that moose.
podcast is going to go, but I think that we got a lot of material that you guys are more talkative than typical.
I'm not high.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, I get that, and I'm so jazzed and amped up about losing this weight. Like,
yeah. We'll see how you feel 6 weeks out.
Yeah?
Or 6 hours from now.
Yeah.
6 hours.
No, we're going to YC's after
Yeah.
this. I'll feel great till we get home.
Yeah, true.
We'll blow that toilet up. Poop jokes.
And speaking about poop and being fat, Turkey has made not the turkey, the country turkey. The governor of Turkey bans elevators in public buildings, making it for him. His argument is it's gonna. They have like a 22% obesity rate that's getting larger and larger. We're over 50% here, and most like Europe is too. But they're starting to get up there.
The broken ankles are gonna fucking
They're banning elevators and saying
stair
take
injuries
the
are
fucking
about to go
stairs.
up.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, and I did this on purpose just so you guys could see this. That is my alarm going off, telling me that it's time for a
power snack.
My second protein-based snack of the day.
Which he's not doing yet.
Nope.
He's
but
setting
hey,
it up.
I'm ready.
He has everything ready, and he's
Monday's
Monday.
the day.
I guess the next show then you'll be taking a little break.
Yeah, I'll probably in between our breaks. It's actually it's set out in like 3 hour increments. So it's from the time I get up, 3 hours later, 3 hours later, 3 hours later, 3 hours later. So for like 12 hours, or 18 hours.
You'll have your weight. You'll have
Yeah, I'll be weighing in so that we can keep track, keep progress. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weigh in 2 weeks from Monday. So I'll have I'm gonna weigh every 2 weeks that I'm on the diet, and then have a weight for you guys. So might be a couple more podcasts before you get a weight update. That's because it's taken until just now for me to find something that I believe I'll stick to. But trust me, we're gonna talk about it every week.
I think we're done.
I think you're done. You're cutting me off. I'm trying to talk about what I think is positive.
This has been the Spooky Z
Fuck
podcast. I'm the host. Well, actually, he's the host now. Yeah, we're wrapping up.
No, I'm the moose.
Yeah.
Spooky moose.
We're wrapping up. If you have any questions, comments, or anything you want to add, if you're an artist with tracks in Arizona, we want them. Email the download links or the tracks to azjuggalos@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook because the website's down and it sucks. We talked about that already, but and we're also on YouTube, so check us out on YouTube. Hopefully you're watching us right now on YouTube. So really appreciate you watching. Thank you very much for DieNasty and Spooky Z of the Odd Fellas, as well as SnoJay. This is Taco Tetsujin. We're out of here.
Bye, everybody.
Good luck, Tommy. Good luck washing your ass.
Stranger, Snakey McVay, featuring Blazey's team.
Everybody like, ayo. OG music in the building, you feeling the music, you moving your body like, ayo. The way we rock it, feel it drop like Nagasaki. I pop like an atom bomb, and I promise you they'll acknowledge when I bang you ropes. I'm sorry, mama, not your fault, but my brain's corrupt. If it wasn't, then my music would be lame as fuck. But I'm sicker than nose bigger. I know that I rap tighter than constrictor. And I'm about to mango ya. Give me the balls on the beat, I'm dangerous. I'm impatiently waiting to get my shot on the track. All I need is a 16 and I'll strangle ya. Cause I got the stamina, the vocab, and grammar mind of a madman. No antidote, this animal damager, but no manager. Money music is driving me crazy. Wonder when the hell the notice and save me. Can you feel the suffocation? I'm finding it a little hard to breathe. I hope you feel the suffocation. Cause I'm a goddamn beast in the scene. I rap tight as a constrictor. And I'm about to mango ya. Give me the balls on the beat, I'm dangerous. I'm impatiently waiting to get my shot on the track. All I need is a 16 and I'll strangle ya.
Yeah, we're pretty dope, you know. People never really notice till they hear the CD or go to a show. When they see us, they asking when we gonna blow and why the hell we still local. Yo, it's crazy, right? We're so not crazy tight. Is that we probably hear that shit every day and night. So maybe insane's the right word I'd use to describe this life. I'm pretty ticked off that we still squirming around in the mud when we the fucking sickest spitters in the star system. We drop bars to start kittens. Off another rappers at the time of Mark's on the mission. Hell, I go to fucking Mars on a mission. I'd be surprised when I find aliens going ham if I track, so feel me. There's venom in my blood, poison in my brain. It seemed to me like somebody need to kill me. I've got no need for my heart, so my chest at rest. I've got no peace in my life, so all I feel is death. I'm a spider in this rap game's caught in my web. So I'm a feast on and I lie till later I is dead. Don't let her I in dead, button die, yes. Don't be surprised when my rhymes rip right through your chest. Fuck this wordplay, I'm switching it up. Can't take you serious, so you hug my nuts.
And I'm about to mango ya. Give me the balls on the beat, I'm dangerous. I'm impatiently waiting to get my shot on the track. All I need is a 16 and I'll strangle ya. Cause I got the stamina, the vocab, and grammar mind of a madman. No antidote, this animal damager, but no manager. Money music is driving me crazy. Wonder when the hell the notice and save me. Can you feel the suffocation? I'm finding it a little hard to breathe. I hope you feel the suffocation. Cause I'm a goddamn beast in the scene. I'm tight as a constrictor. And I'm about to mango ya. Give me the balls on the beat, I'm dangerous. I'm impatiently waiting to get my shot on the track. All I need is a 16 and I'll strangle ya. What up? You better fasten your seatbelts, fully gassed up faster, more events than I can fathom. Feeling like I'm Optimus Prime. Duh, they don't notice me yet, but I know I rhyme tough. I've been patiently waiting and now your time's up. And it got me to see I'm just a big mind fuck. Come on! A product of my environment. The mic can fire and blow them away. Not satisfied until the boom hits. Notice the room gets so rowdy when we rock it like I got a dynamite stick fuse. I'm ready to blow the roof right off of the venue and prove that I got what it takes to move the crowd and making them lose it. But they don't even notice a damn thing. Penny pitch in my pockets are getting hungry for the game. Heavy hitter, yet sitting in Arizona, what a shame. Roll on this humble heart, I'm so don't get rotten amongst one of the flames. And I'm waiting for the pop any minute. I put in my time, but the level of my talent don't match the level of my shine. And I'm born original, fuck a gimmick. I am who I am and I'll be damned if I let you push me aside. So look in these eyes and analyze, but make no mistake, only get better with time. And with every line I get harder to shake. Planning to creep through your speakers into your mind and let the sickness all seep and sip it. Cause I rap tighter than constrictor. And I'm about to mango ya. Give me the balls on the beat, I'm dangerous. I'm impatiently waiting to get my shot on the track. All I need is a 16 and I'll strangle ya. Cause I got the stamina, the vocab, and grammar mind of a madman. No antidote, this animal damager, but no man Trying to jump on the music is driving me crazy. Wonder when the hell the note is insane, man.
Can you feel the suffocation?
I'm finding it a little hard to breathe.
I hope you feel the suffocation.
Cause I'm a goddamn beast in the scene.
Alright, fighters, take a second go.
And I'm about to mangle ya. Give me the balls on the beat, I'm dangerous. I'm impatiently waiting to get my shot on the track. All I need is a 16 and I'll strangle ya. OG music in the building, you feeling the music, you moving your body like Ayo.
Juggalos, 8-bit acid trip featuring violence.
Reportedly an angel dust user went berserk, attacking and injuring 8 skaters in an outdoor ring.
Who let the loot loose? Got off that goon juice, crawled through your moon roof and let up with the deuce. Look at dude's brains looking like couscous. Somebody pass the Peter, cop a couple of you-boos. Scuffing up my shoes and everyone in your goof troop. See me Saturday morning mixing vodka with Fruit Loops. Get bumped on buku, go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I ain't new school, you definitely ain't cold enough. Arizona sold up, expanded to Cali, you laid in the valley. NYC alleys where heads rally. Vagabond, barbarian, bagging out with kids. Agamemnon with 10 my tongue, Sherry's carrying up. Age of Aquarius, manhandle your merrymen. Mayhem's my middle name, the son of a seraphim. Stepping through temperature crystals to embarrass him. Show bags, TSOI's invisible terrorists.
You can't download my soul onto microchips. When the rifle spits, lose your entitlements. Suicidal sense, losing my title. This is me going psycho, you just recycle shit. You can't download my soul onto microchips. When the rifle spits, lose your entitlements. Suicidal sense, losing my title. This is me going psycho, you just recycle shit.
Mastodon megalith, beta reticular, your faith to mix. Man-made structures, shake and shift. Birth an earthquake with forsaken ancient scripts. My angelic language make dangerous men take the fifth. I've been sent to raid this republic like Reagan did. So bake a cake and celebrate like Mesa on May the 5th. Constant elevation is hated out by Satanists. Grace is God's greatest gift, my favor is the favorite. Enraged in anger, airborne rangers are afraid to face the danger and embrace their fate. Bite down on the bullet once it escapes the chamber. My thesis is baby Jesus in his manger.
You can't download my soul onto microchips. When the rifle spits, lose your entitlements. Suicidal sense, losing my title. This is me going psycho, you just recycle shit. You can't download my soul onto microchips. When the rifle spits, lose your entitlements. Suicidal sense, losing my title. This is me going psycho, you just recycle shit.
T-Rex, prehistoric insects. Inject the poison to lose your reflex. When it comes to defending yourself in a cipher, you're a reject. Reagan administration, Uzis, lying, sniffing secret agents. Evil Knievel, mental patience, no patience. Methamphetamine charged Homo sapiens. Hate waiting, influctuation of your heart pacing. Face it, face crushes leaving brain fragments on pavements. Goodness gracious, separate body pieces in certain places. Keep my torture room spacious. Your skeletal location is secret like Mason's basements. Hotter than a Haitian zombie invasion. Sorta like a laboratory genius, I'm the beast. Demolishing your building structures and fortified concrete.
You can't download my soul onto microchips. When the rifle spits, lose your entitlements. Suicidal sense, losing my title. This is me going psycho, you just recycle shit. You can't download my soul onto microchips. When the rifle spits, lose your entitlements. Suicidal sense, losing my title. This is me going psycho, you just recycle shit.
This tragic death brings the death toll associated with the killer drug angel dust to 19.
Watch it! Stay away from me! This guy's got a board! Watch it! Call the police! Where's the police? There they are! Oh, he broke away! Oh, he got hit by the car!
Arizona Juggalos podcast.